Hello, everyone. Welcome to Riverbreak. Here we are. We're ready to start our next session. For those who might be new, we'll go through some of the people here quick. For those who are not new, you might be noticed that we're missing a person today. Unfortunately, our friend Dan is very sick, and he's unable to make it. But we have the rest of the party, so we're going to go on anyway. So, in no particular order as usual, let's do some introductions. Let's start with Bryn Vrog, aka Thad, in green.
Hey everybody, Thad Casey from Vorpal playing Bryn Vrog, a Drow elf rogue assassin. And really quick, I wanted to show this off. We finished this up today. This is the next custom Vorpal box giveaway, role player themed. So somebody's going to win this on Facebook coming up this week. We'll announce that. And with this, you also get a lifetime subscription to Vorpal Board. So it's pretty sweet. Thank you to everybody who's been entering all our giveaways. We've had a ton of them. So It's going great.
We got
and we're 200% funded.
Yes, we're 200% funded, and we have 2 new giveaways today. So that's going to be good. We'll get into those here soon. Next one up is Luca by
Hi.
Brianne Flaim.
Yes. Hi, I'm Brianne Flaim. I'm playing Luca, the half-elf monk, and you can find me on Instagram at Brianne Flaim.
And what's your archetype, Brianna?
Oh, okay. So I am Way of the Drunken Master.
There you go,
I have not mentioned that.
No, but people were asking. So people in chat last session were trying to figure out who everybody was and what your archetypes were, and there were some interesting guesses, but because it was some interesting guesses. Next one, we're going to go with Korbog, Chris Sims. Hello, sir.
Hi, I'm Chris Sims, as Arthur just said, and I'm playing Korbog, the Ghost Hammer, Paladin of Vengeance.
There you go. And just a note, Chris is from Austria, so Chris is transmitting from Austria. Brianna is from Oregon, and Named, the Minotaur, Ember Moon down there, she is actually from Texas. So we have people all over the place playing. And so last but not least, Named, the Minotaur, Ember Moon. Go ahead.
Hi everybody. I'm Ember Moon. I am a little jet lagged right now, but I'm here and I'm ready to game and I'm ready to bring the chaos with these horns and this tail. All right, as I'm ordering Uber Eats right now. All right. Ha.
And what are you, Named?
I'm an unnamed minotaur. Or unnamed, which is probably how it's supposed to be pronounced. But, we like to have fun here at Vorpal Board. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I'm the bull in the china shop, the one that will give you the horns if you give me any lip, and I'm a rogue. I know what you're thinking. That doesn't make sense, but it does. Ha.
And what is your archetype for your Minotaur Rogue?
Oh, do I have an archetype? Just Minotaur Rogue. That's it. So I am always in and out. So I'm like, ooh, did we level? I probably need to change some things. That's probably what's happening right now as I'm going. Let me just I'm assuming we have leveled up, kind sirs and madam.
You're a 4, yes.
Oh yeah, we need to go back and fix some things. So I'll know my archetype here as we go.
All right, good. All right, so the last session you guys ended, you guys were investigating the house of the Medusa, who was an assassin who tried to kill all of you. And you are currently at that spot now. In fact, Named, the Minotaur, had actually left and was carrying some of the loot back towards the orphanage because she's big and burly, and there was boxes of loot. If you remember right, one of the boxes was well stacked copper coins everywhere. What would you guys like to do from there? That's where we're picking up.
And we were reading the book, right?
Yeah. So you had read the book. Yep, you had read the book, and you had found that the book basically had like a dossier on all of you, and with the exception of Sharp, right? It did not have Sharp. It had Sir Calamar in the book instead of Sharp, but it had all the rest of you, and it also had a little bit of a dossier on the Queen.
And have we learned anything else from the book?
That's it. That is all that you found in the book.
We can keep that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted right now. That was a lot to take on, and I don't know exactly what all that's telling you, Korbog, but maybe we should review it more.
Yeah, so over drinks.
Right, and it was only written in it was written in the deep speech, which was only Korbog could actually read it. Okay,
Ask me how I
so
learned it.
what would you guys like to do now?
I think
Have
we
we
should
thoroughly
retire to an
explored?
inn.
Are we done with her hideout at this point? Have we thoroughly explored everything?
You seem to be.
Is there anything else you want to check out?
No, I
Trap
think we
doors
did
in the
investigation.
ceiling. You know.
Yeah, we checked out things pretty thoroughly, right? Wasn't there a trap door, if I remember right, though?
There was a trap door that went down. Yep.
Did it go down to a room or did it just go down to the water?
If you open it, that one goes down to a room. So you can pop it open in the floor. It does in fact go down to just it looks like it's a sleeping room. So there's a room down there. There's a bed. There's like a little dresser, a little wash basin, a little foot locker kind of thing.
Tiny toothbrushes for the snakes.
Tiny toothbrushes for the snakes. Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Brush all their little
Oral
tiny teeth.
hygiene.
That's right.
Dog bones.
It's like a 9-headed toothbrush that sticks out little heads.
I'm gonna jump down there and roll the joint.
Okay. Yeah, you get down in there, and you can kind of fumble through the bed and all that. It's not anything lavish. It's not poor, but there's a bed down there. There's the foot locker, which is open, which actually it looks like it probably contained most of her equipment in it at one point in time. Like her armor, you can tell there's like scratches on the inside of it from where maybe she had pulled stuff out, not really being dainty about it, just pulling her armor and that kind of stuff out. There's a wash basin. There is a dresser with some regular clothing in it, some women's size clothing, and that's about it.
No extra assassin's cloak.
No extra assassin's cloak. You've gotten that cloak.
They took it from us, though.
They did take it from you. You did not deserve that cloak yet.
Oh, we deserved it.
We killed the owner. How do you not deserve that?
Murder hobos. That's not how this works.
That leader of the assassins and I are going to have a disagreement, I can tell.
Not at level 4, please.
I don't know I'm level 4. I know I'm Korbog the Ghost Hammer.
He'll slap the faith into you.
Yeah.
You don't have to believe. I believe in you.
Oddly motivational for slapping someone.
My hammer believes in you too. If we don't find anything extra, we should just leave and go rest.
Yeah, I believe the plan was you guys were going to head back towards the orphanage.
Sounds great.
Good. Okay, so however, just to know, it is still daylight out. At this, because you had slept overnight and you'd come here during the day.
It's like 17 suns, isn't it? Always daylight.
Well, for 16 hours of the day, it is. Yes. Which Thad loves. Thad loves being the drow in this situation.
Yeah, it's great.
So we're gonna. So you guys head on back to the orphanage. You get back there. You do see Named the Minotaur who's there with like a box on each shoulder as she carried up all these massive boxes full of loot to the orphanage. As you guys get there and start to get together and discuss some things, Seven comes up to you. By the way, I noticed today your ship is coming in. You know, the one you guys were supposed to be on originally?
Oh. Right.
Okay.
So
we're expected to be on that ship.
You're expected to be on that ship.
Yes, okay.
So should we go get on it? I don't.
Or go see who's watching it come in. maybe a little stealthily this time,
Maybe.
observing from a distance.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe.
When is that coming in?
It should be in within the next hour or so.
Oh,
It
goodness.
has signaled that it's coming up the river.
I got
Okay.
drinking to do. I'm too busy.
So
about
I'm
how
actually.
far?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. The port where it's going to be arriving at, about how far away is that from where we're located?
So that ship should actually be coming. Unlike the ship I diverted you to, which stopped outside the hive and then came through the hive, your ship is actually going to be coming in to the Hollow. If we can bring up our big map, if James would bring up the big map for us. There we go. Boop. So the Hollow is this number 5 in the middle. You see that 5 in the middle? We're getting the wrong pop-up video though. It's funny. So that 5 in the middle, that is the Hollow. So you see all those docks on that side of that island? That is where your ship will be docking. That's the Hollow. So the Hollow, for those who don't know or don't remember, that's kind of the commerce center of the city of Riverbreak. If something is to be found to be bought, you can probably get it in the Hollow. That's where there's banks in the Hollow. There are markets in the Hollow. Everything you can want to find probably is in the Hollow.
Wow, and that's on the other side of the city too. Basically.
Well, it's kind of in the center of the city, yeah. And you guys are down by 1. You see where 1 is where the big bridge is. That's where you guys are, and that's where it is. But the boat that's going to be traveling through is going to come underneath that bridge. It's going to have to go underneath the bridge to get into the Hollow.
Oh, okay. So it'll need to pass us either way, essentially.
So are we going to go?
I think we should keep up the appearance.
Because I'm real tired.
I could, you guys could take a rest and I could watch the boat come in from the orphanage.
Well, so from the orphanage, you probably can't see it. So the walls along the edge of the hive are pretty high. So from up top, you probably cannot see the boat come in. If you were below, in the nether regions, you could probably see it, or you would be able to see it. Not probably.
Okay.
Oh, perfect plan. Split the party.
That's the opposite of wisdom.
It seems to be the way that we're playing, though. So we still have Sharp with us, correct?
Yeah. So Sharp is with you, but when you get back to the orphanage, Sharp. Oh no, he's going to come with you. Yeah. He's going to come with you at this point.
Understood.
I say we just go down there and wait for the ship together.
I agree.
And take a bottle of wine with us.
Hey, multitasking. You still get to drink. Yeah.
So where are you guys going to go to or attempt to go to?
Somebody have an air compressor going?
Yes, sorry. That's me.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to make my character. So, guys, I just got in from LAX. Just side note. So I'm doing all my therapy stuff that I didn't get to do before I did this. So, and one of them is air compression on my legs to increase circulation after a flight, which I highly recommend. Ha. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of contraptions going on. I literally have my muscle beater as well, but I have to do it after I fly. So you're going to see a lot of fun on the Ember Moon screen today, guys.
I think we clarified. Everyone might be getting concerned.
It's just I have a ruptured Achilles for those that don't know, and I'm post-surgery, so these are things I have to do to get back to work. So that's why all these I have air compression. I literally have like a stim machine here. Like normally I have this done, but because I got stuck on the tarmac for a really long time, that's why. So I apologize, guys.
Gotcha. No worries.
Fair.
As I build my character with my archetype. Yeah,
So-
whatever you guys want to do. You know,
Yeah.
I'm following you
Corbog,
right.
you're leading, brother.
Eh? Thought you said we were being stealthy.
I thought you
Yeah, he's
wanted to
kind
get
of
a
the
bottle of
opposite
wine.
of stealth.
Wait, I'm confused.
I'm
Never mind.
confused
I'll
too.
get the wine. Yeah, I'll get the wine.
okay.
So we go to the tavern, buy a bottle of wine, and then we go to the docks, I guess. I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, you
Right?
can stop
Is that
by. Which tavern did you want to go to? Are you going to go to the Tipsy Grape? Is that the tavern you were going to go to? That worked out so well for you the last time.
Is that on our way?
No.
You know, the Tipsy Grape is back in.
Yeah, it's
The
off.
Crush.
It's almost to the Crush. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I guess we'll walk and see if we see a place.
Okay. Yeah, you can be. So where are you headed? Where's your ultimate goal to where you're headed?
Got to head to
Well,
the docks in the Hollow, right?
Yeah, but I would assume that once we get to a certain point, that the expert who requested stealth will then guide us.
Are you planning on walking through the city to go to the Hollow, or how are you planning on going?
I was going to jump in the water and swim over there.
Yeah,
but,
can I just
whatever.
teleport over to the dock?
Do you have a way to teleport over there? If you do, you could certainly do it.
Should we now we're still in the nether regions. Could we grab a little boat, drop
Well,
it
you're
down?
back up top right now because you're back up at the orphanage, but you could go back. You do know how to get back to the nether regions, back down where like the Medusa's place was, so you could get back there if you wanted to.
And the so the
It's a brilliant
ship's
plan.
going to be coming through on the river at that point. Well,
Yeah,
we were
it'll be
there
underneath
at
you.
the Medusa's place. Yeah, but how far down were we able to ascertain what the distance was to the
Uh,
water?
Yeah, you were about like 150-ish feet from the water. With the size of the boat and stuff, you'd probably still be probably still 80, 100 feet above the boat.
Oh, only 80 feet. That won't kill us or
Well,
anything.
there are lots of ropes and stuff. We could lower ourselves down if we wanted to. Are we trying to get
Sure.
on this boat and come into shore like we were
I think
supposed to?
I think that'd be a good idea. They're expecting, and if you're expecting someone to be watching us from afar, we want to keep up the appearance that we came in on that ship, haven't come in earlier and gotten all the information we have.
Why would we think that anybody who cares doesn't already know we're here?
Yeah, 7 already knows we're here.
Including
Yeah.
assassins. Notice the scare quotes.
That we've already given ultimatums to.
So they gotta know. We gotta put them in their place.
Part of my doctrine.
I'm
Okay.
fine not making a big scene, just for the record.
What?
So my vote is we watch from afar and not get on the ship. But
Okay.
So
as
why
far
are
as
we
I'm
getting
concerned,
on
this
that
is a
ship
democracy.
again? Like, Luca, why are we getting on the ship?
Well, so we were essentially brought in at an earlier date than whoever hired us was expecting, is my understanding. So us having been here early, had this extra information coming in, now knowing about this dossier on all of us, and I'm very intrigued to see who compiled all this information. If we're supposed to be coming in on a different ship and they're going to be watching that other ship, us not being on it but somehow being in the city might kind of give them an idea. But Korbog could be right. They could already know we're here.
Well,
It's
I
just
mean, it's not like we walked around with any stealth previous to this boat coming in or anything. But I do think it's worth a watch. You
people are obsessed.
terrible. There's probably someone there waiting to either ambush us or greet us. So I say we go.
Okay. So the plan is to get onto the boat.
I don't think so.
Walk to the docks. Let's
Yeah.
not jump on the ship. Then we're gonna anger everyone that's on the ship. Who are these people dropping in off the bridge? You can't do that stealthily. Not the whole party.
Okay, so you want to try and walk into the docks then? That's
Let's
the plan.
walk to the docks.
Stealthily walking to the dock.
Yeah.
Well, you got to go through the city. There's at least 2 or 3.
We have two options, though. We could go down and lower a boat from the nether regions into the water.
Yeah.
Right?
You could.
And then row over there. Then we would end up on the docks, but not on the ship. But we could look like we came from the ship if we wanted to.
We just decided to go on a rowboat instead.
What? Seven's with us at the orphanage right now. Why don't we ask him what he suggests?
That dumb kid?
No,
That's the one?
your
No,
buddy
not the
Seven.
kid.
Not the kid.
The kid is
Your-
Trant. Trant is the kid.
I
Seven
still
is
have a
the
little
adult
doll
guy.
from him.
Yes, you still have a little
Aw.
doll from him. Correct.
We
Yeah.
could also ask Seven if he was the one that actually originally hired us. Like, why he's the one that brought up this? Oh, by the way, your boat's coming in today.
All right.
So let's do that, and then
So we're
we'll
gonna go
decide which
kill
way we're going to
Seven.
go.
Okay, go ahead, talk.
Since
Who's
he's
going to
shady.
talk?
I say the guy with the big ideas does the talking.
All right, so Seven, why is it that we should be? What's the deal with the boat today?
Well, that's the boat that you were originally supposed to be coming in on. Before I kind of changed your orders and got you diverted to the hive. You were supposed to come in on that boat and end up going to the Hollow.
Is there anyone that should be expecting us to be arriving at the Hollow today?
I would assume somebody's probably waiting for you. Yeah,
And
I wouldn't know who though. I don't know who it would be.
So, are you the person that originally hired us then?
No, you were hired by the city. The city of Riverbreak hired you to escort the queen.
Okay.
Why even make mention of that, Seven? Like,
What's that?
I said, why even make mention of that, Seven? We're not too smart in the head. Well, other than good old Slappy McSlapface over here. Like, come on. Like,
Who
you
is
wouldn't
that?
mention that if you didn't have an ulterior motive. So what is it? Because I'm done with the bull.
I told you what my ulterior motive. I
Crap.
thought you guys might have been here to hurt the queen. Well, now that we have this book, I'm quite sure there is some sort of plot to kill her, and I thought that plot was you.
Well, we're talking about the boat. We're not talking about the book or the queen or anything like that. Like, I see how you're trying to misdirect the question here that's being asked to you, but why even mention the boat if there's no reason to go there?
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. No, well, because I didn't know if you guys wanted to still make it look like you were coming in on the boat at the time you were supposed to.
Well, should we?
I mean, that's entirely up to you. I mean, it depends on. I guess that depends on whether you want to continue your mission as it was supposed to
Hold
go.
it.
Or not.
He's asking your opinion, not whether you think that we should think about it.
My opinion is I would like the queen to not die. So if you think going to talk to these people would help to prevent
There he
that
goes
from
again.
happening,
Just
Then-
zip it.
There-
You're done. You're done.
This guy,
You're
man,
done.
I don't trust this guy. I feel like we should give him the horns right now. Like, he likes to beat around the bush for some reason. He doesn't have a straight answer, even though we're not talking to this mythical god that we have called the Dungeon Master. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy right now. So,
Little
what?
guy?
Yeah,
What's that?
little guy.
Little guy. Hashtag
Well,
DM Screwery.
He's probably. Well, I mean, yeah, he's smaller than maybe Korbog and the Minotaur, but he's not overly small. He's probably 5'10" or so.
Talking about the Dungeon Master.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
dungeon master guy. Yes, yes, bald hair, bald white-haired guy. Yeah.
So
Stupid gnome of a person, man. Let me tell
I
you.
say the heck with the boat. Let's take a rest. Let's do some shopping, and let's try to figure out what else is going on in the city.
Hey, question. Sidebar for the group. Would you guys want to go to the boat, pretend like we're getting off, or would you rather the people that are trying to assassinate the queen, who are probably staking out the boat, think that we never came?
It's gonna be hard to find out who they are if we're not there, though.
Not to mention,
Oh.
how are we going to protect the queen if they think we've left? We lose our opportunity, our foot in the door at that point.
I don't think it's that. It's taking the stealthy approach of if there might be faster responses to them trying to kill the queen versus them trying to size us up coming off the boat, so to speak.
I think we need to go, and we need to look like we got off the boat.
I second.
And I say that even though I really, really just want to drink.
You can drink on the boat. Well,
Yeah.
That's bad news, buddy.
well, you just don't have to row.
All right.
So which boat are you
guys-
planning on getting on?
Should
There's
we
one
dinghy
down
it?
there. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's dinghy it, follow the boat in.
Yeah.
The big boat. This is
Look, man. So can we do this then? Like, if they take the boat, can I stealthily go to the docks and see who's looking at them?
I mean, you could certainly work your way there. Whether you could get there before them is going to be questionable because the city's quite, crowded, and you got to go quite a ways through the city.
All right, fine. I'll go with the group. DM says don't split the party.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Anamid. Unfortunately, I think we got to ride this little boat completely
Splitting the
exposed.
party never works.
It is known, yes.
People
It is
die.
known.
Well, it's only because the DM starts picking off people. That's it.
That's exactly it. Oh, one person goes off by themselves. Oh, 6 monsters attack you. What do you know?
All right.
Oh, crazy.
Quote, unquote, random encounter my ass.
Hop in the dinghy. Let's hop in the
Okay.
dinghy.
Okay, so you're going to head back down to where the Medusa's house was,
Mhm.
correct? And then you're going to. There were many boats hanging by pulleys and ropes down in the nether region. You're going to try and use one of those to go down into the water.
Yes.
Okay, so
Does it look like any of them belong to her?
there was not one by her house. No, I mean there was some near her house, but not right at her house where you guys were investigating.
Okay.
So you guys can go back there. You can get to the same general area where remember where you're jumping off and down to the Medusa's area. At about so you can see probably a mile away, half mile away, coming in is in fact this large ship headed up the river.
Okay.
So we got to get on the water.
Yes.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay. All right. So you guys can start. You guys can hop into a boat, and so who's gonna?
And when I
who are gonna-
hop in,
Yep,
when I
good.
hop in the boat, I yell very loudly, "Does anybody own this boat?"
Some poor fisherman's gonna come out. Hey!
Nobody
don't make
seems
me
to
kill
be
any
around
fishermen.
that yells anything about the boat. You do happen to look back over and you see like that little old lady that was up in the window and she kind of looking out. Kind
I
of goes
wave
back
at her.
in. She goes back in like.
A little
Arthur?
lady, she's nosy, man. Let me tell you. A second. Oh.
Okay. So you guys, who's going to attempt to lower the boat down?
This seems like something that might require some strength.
I used to be a
which
sailor also.
I'm not. Oh.
Oh, you were? Is that your background?
Yeah, it's part of my background.
Oh,
Oh,
Convenient.
very convenient.
Captain Corbog.
Really, I was a
Yes.
pirate, really, but let's not dwell on details.
So Corbad, give me a
Yes.
give me a history check, but you can have advantage because you used to be a sailor.
On how to pull a rope?
So
It's
not on how to
difficult.
pull a rope, but so what's your total?
11.
Okay, so you think probably with what you have here for people, because remember Sharp is with you as well, and if you kind of look at the pulley system and you look at the boat, you look at the people, you're probably going to need two of you to manipulate the rope so you don't lose grip and go plummeting down to the water uncontrolled.
I think the two strongest people should probably do that. So I'm assuming that the Minotaur is probably strong.
Yeah,
I
she
think
is.
she is somewhat
I think
strong, yes.
so.
I will look quickly as she stepped away for a second, but I will look quickly. The good thing about D&D Beyond is I can see all of your characters. Oh yeah, she has an 18 strength.
Dang.
Okay.
So yes.
So maybe we should work together.
Okay. So the two of you can work to lower the boat down as you all kind of jump in and start lowering it down. So why don't you give me a roll with advantage, Chris? Give me an athletics check, and
Athletics.
the Minotaur has an athletics of +4, so you get to roll with advantage and take whichever's higher, her +4 or whatever your skill is.
Mine's +5.
Okay, so roll with advantage and add 5. Oh, there's a natural 20. Never
That'll
mind.
work.
So yes, not a problem at all. You and the Minotaur get there. You start working the ropes to the pulley system. Because there's one on the front of the boat, one in the back of the boat, so the boat doesn't get all floppy. You seem to work perfectly in concert, as if maybe you've done this before. However, you haven't. And the two of you manage to lower yourselves right down to the water, and you get down there when the boat is probably about 1,000 feet away. So it's getting closer.
We're gonna need to row ahead of the boat anyway, because it's gonna pass us if it's under sail.
Yeah. Row hard.
And I'll row. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
In my long boat days.
Yeah. So you guys can start rowing towards the hollow. As you said, yes, it's probably gonna take you a good 20-30 minutes to row yourself to the hollow. Probably a quarter of the way through that or so, the boat will in fact pass you. So it is a large sailing ship, and it's you get a little bit of wave when the boat hits. You guys get kind of jostled a little bit, but not too bad. They're not moving that fast that you're not getting caught in the wake or anything. However, it does take them a lot longer to dock and get all that stuff done. So we'll say, for sake of argument, you guys get in probably just a few minutes after they finally get docked and tied up to all the stuff, and they get the planks down, and they just start disembarking people when you guys manage to make it to the hollow.
So as we're coming into the docks, who do we see?
So you see, the hollow is very busy, especially in the dock area. So this is not the only ship here. So there are many ships here. There are other ones that you just see various workers, hauling fish off the boats, and big barrels of fish coming down. Some of them are being like rolled down the planks, and you go into the areas. There's like a fishery next to the edge of the hollow, and you'll see at the end of the dock where the big ship docked, there does seem to be one person who's just kind of standing there, prim and proper. He has a suit on, a nice double-breasted suit, and he's just kind of standing there, and he's kind of looking up at the boat, like looking at people getting off the boat, as if looking for somebody.
Do you think that might be our contact?
Possibly. Somebody should look around to see if there's anybody else watching.
Like
That somebody is me. I'll look around.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Pretty good.
Oh, that is pretty good.
21.
21. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, nothing particularly out of place. You see this gentleman standing there. He's looking all prim and proper. You see many dock workers doing all sorts of activities of bringing things off the boats. There's a ton of people getting off the boat that you were on, or that you were supposed to be on, of all different walks of life, and that's it. That's it. I think.
Should we mingle with the crowd, or should we?
I say we have Luca go and talk to this guy.
Oh, I mean, I can, sure. Where is our boat in, I should say the dinghy that we're in,
Yeah.
compared to the boat that we were supposed to be on?
So there are smaller docks towards the edges. So the bigger docks are in the middle, where the bigger ships come in the middle. Towards the edges of the
Okay.
dock area, like the ends, like on both ends, are some smaller docks. So you
Mhm.
can be like to the closest one, because it would take you probably a few more minutes to row to the other end of the docks. So you can be like the closest one at the south, at the southern part of the docks. So they're probably
Okay.
a couple docks away from you.
And if you ask Luca, tell him we asked the captain to lower us to a dinghy so we could check out and see who was watching us as we came into port to start trying to unravel this mess of what's going on with the Queen.
Okay, I guess I can do that.
Well, he's probably going to wonder why we didn't come off the boat, right?
That was my thought. Yeah, kind of starting out with suspicion at that point.
Wait a minute.
Would
Is
it
there any
be-
way we could have rowed the boat to be on the same dock as this boat?
You could. It would be just it's higher, so it'd be harder for you guys to get off because the dock's higher because it's expecting higher boats with the.
What if we were to, and you guys can vote this down if you want to, move our dinghy up next to the boat we were supposed to come in on? I'll try to climb up the side of it and walk off the boat as though our party is on it.
Sure.
Does that make
Roll the
sense?
dice.
Is that
Sounds fine
that
to
the
me.
plan? Okay.
Sounds
So
fine
then
to me.
then you guys can keep on rowing and you can row up to where the boat was and get towards like the back end of the boat. So you can get close to it and you can try. How are you going to try and climb it, Brianna?
Ooh, goodness. Are there any type of goodness, like portholes, ledges sticking out I can try to get a grip on and pull myself up?
Not a ton. You might be able to if you have some rope or something. You might be able to hook something.
I do have rope. I think I have 50 feet of rope. Let me double check.
That's plenty. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I have
that's
rope as well.
Awesome. I would like to try to. Does anyone here have anything that I could use, like on the end to throw it up? Almost try to catch on something.
I have a hammer. That would work. Probably
Grappling hook.
it's a hook.
Awesome. If you don't mind, I'd like to borrow the hammer, try to fasten the rope around it,
Okay.
and toss it up.
Okay.
The
Try to
little
catch on something
hammer
to pull myself.
or the big hammer?
The little hammer. The little hammer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so go ahead. So give me an give me an athletics check, but use your dexterity instead of strength.
Let's
And
see here.
I'm used to boarding
Maybe
actions.
Oh no. And my dexterity modifier, you said?
Yes.
Oh, it's just a +2, so it's not going to be very good. So 7.
Okay, so you kind of spin that rope around, you kind of let it go up there, trying to get it into something, and it kind of goes right up and right down and lands in the water. Splash.
I want to catch
Oh
it.
no.
You want to try and catch it?
Catch my hammer, yeah.
Okay, give me a dexterity check.
Corbog falls out of the boat.
Oh, no.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Ah,
Okay.
oh
Yeah.
my
So
God.
so the hammer starts coming down, and you reach out and you grab a hold of it and pull it before it lands in the water.
And I look at Luca and I just say, "I've done boarding actions before. Let me try." And I swing it around and throw it up.
Okay. You can give me a roll. You can use you can use either strength or dex if you want. And you can give me advantage because you've done this before as a sailor.
14s.
2 14s. So yes.
So 19.
19. Yeah. So yeah. So you manage to zip, whip. It goes up, and you manage to loop it around like the edge of the railing of the boat, and you have now the rope hooked
The
up
gun
on the
whale,
railing.
sir. The gunnel.
The gun. Okay. There you go.
uh,
I don't know nothing about no boating.
I'm happy to go with you, Luca, if you want.
Thanks. Yeah. I'd like the company.
Me first or you first?
I guess I'll go first. Yeah.
Okay. Give me an
And I'll start
athletics
using
check
the
to
rope.
climb.
Athletics check. I'm so athletic.
Oh,
Are ya?
jeez.
Roll,
We
buddy.
need a digital dice
I-
scale for Luca.
I have yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's gonna be a 3.
A 3. Yeah. So you're trying to climb up it, and she's struggling. She's like grab a hold of it. She's like, ah! She's got like no upper body strength at all.
Before it gets too embarrassing, I say, "How about I go first?"
Okay, there you
And I
go.
go up.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Corbog,
That
give me an athletics check. There you go. Corbog climbs right
23.
up without any problem.
And I say, "Just grab on. I'll haul you up."
Okay, and I'll hold on to the rope.
Okay.
This is me in real life, by the way. I'm just gonna throw myself.
Okay, so Korbog climbs up. When you get to the top, Korbog, everybody seems to be looking the opposite direction because they're all headed towards the planks that are down to get them off the boat. So no one happens to be looking at you at that point, and you can get right up on the boat and you can kind of pull Luke up if that's what you want to do.
I lean over and say, "Hey, maybe we should all just come up here."
Oh, I'll climb.
All right.
Throw the
Nice job.
rope back down.
Okay.
Follow for
Yeah.
Korbog. Everybody up.
Okay. So then you guys can easily, and Sharp can as well, can easily just Korbog can haul you guys all up so you can all make it up to the dock, make it up to the deck of the boat.
I don't need help from Korbog. I'm not going
Perfect plan.
independent bull woman. All right. So
Everybody needs a little help sometimes.
yeah, but today's not that day, man. Let me tell you.
I'm happy to let you do you.
See, that's good fun right there. Lets me sink or swim on my own.
Give me an athletics check then.
23.
Yeah, you got it. You easily do it.
Okay.
You like one arm it. You're like, ugh. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, so you guys make it up to the deck
Hey, I
of the
got a
ship.
23 too.
That's all right. I know you. No problem. So you guys make it up to the deck of the ship without any problem.
Awesome.
What would you like to do from here?
Coil the rope back up
Well-
and take my hammer back.
Okay.
Aw,
I was
darn
wondering
it.
if you were going to do that.
I was
And then I
hoping
hand
to
her-
try to take it.
I was really going to look forward
and
to you trying to
and
pull that hammer
I
out
whisper
later.
to the hammer. I whisper to the hammer, "Thank you." I put it away.
The little hammer? You talked to the little hammer? Did anyone
say-
else see that? Did anyone
And I
else
say,
see that?
"Don't listen to him. You're not little."
Buddy.
Aw, you have a little hammer pet.
Hammer
I'm just
pet.
gonna pretend like I didn't see that,
Okay.
and I'm gonna act like everything's completely normal while like side-eyeing the situation. Like, oh, I don't.
Hey, at least I don't change. At least I don't change personalities and armor.
That is accurate.
Yeah,
Oh
I'll
sure,
take
picking
that
on the guy while he's
joke.
not even here.
You can tell him.
Okay, so you guys headed off the boat then? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Do we still have like the original orders that we'd received
Yes.
on us? I'd probably like take that out, kind of look like a confused and lost tourist, like reading it and looking around.
Okay. So you
I
guys
not
can
stare
come.
at her
Was that
judgmentally.
good?
I walk down like I own the place.
Okay.
Same.
All right, so you guys come down the plank and you get down to the docks and you start heading towards the end of the docks and actually you can all give me a perception check.
Please not at 1. It's better.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, look at the numbers fly.
23.
Did you guys talk to James and get him to use these digital dice with only high numbers on them?
Oh, I'm sorry, 22.
Okay, so all of you made it easily. You do notice that as you're coming down the plank, the gangplank to the dock, that gentleman at the end of the dock, he stands up a little taller, straightens out his suit. He seems to have noticed you coming off the ship.
Is that who's
Suit.
receiving us, I'm assuming? Are there any other people like staring at us? Like,
No, not specifically. I mean, other people notice you. You might get a couple dirty looks from some people who are like, "Wait, who the hell are they? How you know?" But they're really busy, so they're really not paying that close of attention. But a couple people are like, "I don't remember there being a minotaur on this boat," but you know, not really all that nondescript. The group of you are not so.
Fair.
So as you walk down towards the end of the dock, again, hustle and bustle. There's other people getting off the boat. Lots of cargo and stuff being loaded. You make it down to the end of the dock, and here's this gentleman standing there. He's about 5'8", 5'9", black hair. He's young. He's probably only in his early 20s, maybe. And he's kind of looking right at you as you come walking down the dock, and he kind of waves a little bit like.
Well, I guess that's him. So Mr. walking around like he owns the place. You want to go talk to him?
Sure. I march right up to him.
Okay. Oh,
Resting
hello. You must be Korbog, correct?
That is correct.
Nice to meet you.
And you are?
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I am Mr. Caldwell.
And
And
was he named on our orders?
yes.
Okay. Nice to meet you. I'll let my friends introduce themselves since they're very independent.
Do it.
Who's gonna go next?
No,
remain
I'll
silent.
literally say, "Nah, man, you can do it. You've already started."
Morgan Freeman voice. He didn't do it.
He'll walk over to every one of you and go to shake your hand, and he'll be like, Bryn, hello. You must be Bryn. My name is Mr. Caldwell. How are you? And he'll go to Luca. Luca, oh, Mr. Caldwell. Nice to meet you. And he'll go to
Hi, I'm
Sharp
Miss
and
Luca.
Mr. Caldwell. Nice to meet you. And he'll go to the Minotaur. Hello, Mr. Caldwell. Nice to meet you.
Her name is Unnamid.
I
Unnamid,
don't
right?
have
Correct.
a name. I literally don't have a name. I don't remember my name. It'll come to me one day, maybe. Who knows?
Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe we can work on that. And this is a city of great magic, after all. So maybe something here can help you retrieve your memory.
I hope so, but I doubt it. It's been a while.
So first on the list, you must be exhausted. You've been traveling for weeks now. I have you set up a room at the Crossed Blades. So I thought maybe we'd go there first. You guys could get some sleep. I'm going to need to acquire you guys within the next day or two to go meet the queen and her retinue and guard her. But I wanted to get you set up here in the Hollow. I didn't know if you're going to need to prepare any sort of equipment that you might want to pick up while you're here before you do that, and kind of familiarize yourself a little bit with the city before we put you into work.
Sounds great. Let's go to the tavern.
Okay. So he starts to kind of lead you through the Hollow. At one point, right in the dead center of the Hollow, there is this large walled market. And as you're walking by, he'll be like, "Oh, this is where you should go if you're looking to buy something. The market is there every day. There are many things there to buy. Oh, speaking of that, I should probably stop by there in the next day or two. I have pending nuptials after all, so I should pick up my wife to be. I should pick her up a few things. I should probably stop by the market myself, but I'll do that. I'll do that later. I have too much work to do. And then he kind of mentions that as you're walking through. The roads here are cobblestone, most of them throughout this small part of the city. Takes you through. The Hollow is actually wooded a bit. There's some forest in different spots of the city. He takes you almost to the opposite side of that island of the Hollow. Right before it, on that side, there's two bridges that cross to different parts of the city, and the bridge on the left, which is the northernmost bridge, there is in fact this large tavern.
I congratulate him on his nuptials.
Oh, thank you. I am very excited. My betrothed and I are very much looking forward to starting a family. So this is very exciting for us. I'm sure the Caldwell family will be known throughout the city for generations.
Is
So,
it known now?
Sure.
No, not really.
so DM question: we're still in the Hollow, correct? We haven't moved over to the collector.
No, you are.
Room?
Yes, you are still in the Hollow.
Okay.
Just before the bridge that goes to the collective. That's where the crossed blades is. And as you get there, so you get outside this large tavern. There is in fact a sign with two swords crossed over. And Mr. Caldwell says to you, "This is it. This is it. Please, we'll go in. I'll get you set up in here."
I go in.
Okay.
All right.
So he takes you
Follow.
in. So he takes
So
you
when's
into
your wedding?
Oh, my wedding is in just a few months. We are almost
Months.
there. Yes, it's getting down to the end here. We're almost ready to go. I'm very excited.
It's a good thing I didn't think about buying you flowers or something.
So you guys can come into the crossed blades, as you can see, where you're getting put on the terrain here as we speak. While this is happening, this is actually, for those that are watching, this is actually the Crown and Laurel Tavern set by Galadoria Games,
Woo.
which is pretty nice. Most of the decorations in here are from them, and the tavern set itself is from them. It's pretty cool. So so this is across blades. Mr. Caldwell will come in. He'll bring you into the cross blades, and he actually just he comes in. He tells you go ahead and take a seat, and he'll go set up your room with the owner, who is Katie O'Halloran, is the owner, and he'll go talk to her. So he kind of, where you guys are, he goes around the other side, headed towards. There we go. Move the camera here over to the bar area. And behind the bar is Katie O'Halloran.
Well, I'm definitely following to the bar.
Okay. You can go over to the bar if you'd like. And that's Katie back there behind the bar. So Mr. Caldwell walks up to the bar. He eyes Katie, who is a human woman. She's in about her 30s. And he'll be like, oh, Miss O'Halloran, and he kind of pulls out this little scroll, and he kind of puts it on the bar. These are the folks I was speaking of for your room upstairs, and this is all taken care of on the city. Their food, their drink. They are not to pay for anything while they are here.
Sweet.
And Katie kind of grabs the scroll off the table. She pops the seal and opens it up, takes a look. It's obviously a writ from the city, and she's like, not a problem. And she takes it, she puts it underneath the bar. You look thirsty. What are you drinking? Looks right at Korbog.
I'd like a pitcher of ale. I don't know what they want.
Okay, so she will go behind her there to where you can see those casks behind her, and she'll go over there and she grabs this big pitcher and starts to fill it up full of ale and puts it out on the bar for you. Yeah, there you go, right there behind her. Puts it out on the bar for you.
Pick it up and start drinking from it.
Okay. Not surprised.
Pretty good.
Would everyone else like some wine, or are we drinking ale as well?
I'm not drinking.
Oh,
No?
you can drink non-alcoholic things if you'd like, and get actual food and stuff if you'd like.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Yep. So they
we're
will.
We're gonna take a table and maybe one of everything.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right, so they'll have one of the barmaids. As you can see, there's the barmaid right there next to Named, dressed in light blue, carrying a couple of mugs with her. She will she'll put you guys over at a table, and start getting your drinks and such. Do you guys want to fast forward time and just say you spend the evening here and then head to the next morning, or do you have more things you'd like to do here within the tavern?
Can we spend a little bit of time talking to Mr. Caldwell and find out a little bit more about the mission before he takes off for the day?
Sure. Mr. Caldwell, he hasn't left yet. He was getting ready. He is getting ready to leave, but he'll turn around and stop. And did you have questions? What can I do for you?
So, can you give us a little bit more of a highlight on what's been going on in the city since you ordered us to come here and hired us to protect the queen? Have you gotten any more information?
No, she's going to be leaving the city within the next day or two, and she will be headed out to, on the other side of the island. There's a small elven village. At this point, it's a wood elven village. The wood elves have been completely peaceful and such, but of course we always need people to. We can't just send the queen on her own. That would just be silly. There are monsters in the woods, and at this point the elves have been peaceful, but who knows if something bad should happen. She can't be alone. So there are some other activities happening in the town that we can't really spare a lot of our guards for, so we needed to hire some people such as yourselves. You'll have other guards with you as well, but hire people as yourselves to guard her as she goes through the forest and heads over. What's that?
What are the issues in the city?
There's a couple festivals going on in different parts of the city, and we obviously have to have people here, guards here during the festival time, so we're not letting chaos reign throughout the city.
You've vetted the loyalty of the guards that will be attending us?
Why, yes, of course they have. I mean, our guards are of some of the highest quality. What bad could possibly happen?
Double agents, assassins within the ranks.
Oh, no, that's not really a thing. There are no assassins in our city. That doesn't happen.
Okay.
Our city is one of utmost standing. I mean, that assassination kind of thing that happens in other cities, but that doesn't happen in Riverbreak.
Okay, yeah, you keep telling yourself that, buddy. That's fine.
Are there any groups of people you're particularly concerned about?
Not really. More creatures in the woods and the elves themselves. Again, they've been peaceful up until this point. So, but traveling through a forest, I mean, there's all manner of monsters and creatures that could
What
stumble
happened
upon
to
you.
make the elves not peaceful anymore?
Yeah.
What's that?
What happened? Why are the elves not peaceful anymore versus,
No, they have been peaceful, but they are also trying to be more independent and not fall under rule of the city. And they're doing it peacefully, but we would like to try and make sure that they stay within our laws and such.
Oh, so you're usurpers.
Well, not myself particularly. I am just a servant of the kingdom. That is my job.
Yep, so you're forcing people to live a way that they don't want to live. Correct?
Well, those are decisions made way above my pay grade.
I don't like this guy. I don't like
Do you like anybody? You haven't liked anybody yet.
Corbog is my best friend.
I haven't felt that, but okay.
That's fine. It's a thing. Yeah, I don't like this guy. This guy's
So do we
sketchy.
want to let him go?
Are you saying that right in front of him? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say he's sketchy, but I'm gonna lean into his face and then turn back to the group. I was like, I don't like this guy, and then I'll walk away.
He kind of looks shocked. He's like, "Me? What, me? How could you not like me?" I mean,
It's not you, it's her.
Okay. Well, my day is almost over. I have wedding plans to make. After all, I must go see my wife to be. So I will take my leave of you. You are all set up here for the next few days, and I'll see you soon. Yes.
I hope not.
You gonna come back tomorrow morning?
I will probably see you tomorrow afternoon or evening. I'll give you some time to yourselves to do what you wish.
Yeah, sounds great. Don't hurry back. Sounds fine.
Okay. So I will see you tomorrow then. And he kind of tips his hat a little bit and he heads out the door.
I make the most angry eye contact with him as he does it, and then I watch him look out the door. I want to make him feel so uncomfortable that he's not going to mess with us at all.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh man, guess who has advantage on that? The Minotaur. 19. I don't even want to roll it again because that was pretty high.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you make this weird eye contact with him, and you have those weird cow eye things going on. So that looks kind of strange too. And he seems to be very uncomfortable as he walks out the door.
So
yeah, again,
okay.
Now that we're alone, is there anyone else still paying attention to us? Anybody eavesdropping at our table?
Not really. I mean, you seem to be okay. I mean, you guys are there's some activity going on in here. There's plenty of other people in here that are eating and drinking. They're not really paying that much attention to you guys.
So I would like to turn to the group and say, that guy's an idiot.
Yes, he is.
He believes that the city has no thieves guild, no you know what in the city. That guy is a frickin' idiot.
Politician, what do you expect?
It's not even politics, man. That guy's just an idiot. follows orders blindly, has no charisma. Is that what you guys call it? The charisma?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think it's charisma or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, that guy's an idiot. Mind you, I take a negative to my intelligence every time I have to roll anything intelligence-wise. But, yeah, I don't like that guy. We need to keep an eye out on him.
He's got ambition.
Turn on us.
Ambition.
So
Nah.
do we have any interest in showing anyone from the city the book from Medusa? Or are we
Nope.
going to keep that amongst ourselves?
I feel
Obviously
like-
not this idiot, but
feel
What
like
will
we
be gained by showing it to somebody?
Oh man, I totally forgot I had a Medusa head on my belt.
The bloody bag.
The bloody bag. Yeah, I make sure it's clean, you know.
speaking of which, Art,
Poor Mr. Caldwell, just trying to do his job, and you're all being so mean to him.
there
I
happen to
wasn't
be any
mean to him.
small critters in this tavern, like perhaps a cat that might be walking around that we could
No, you don't
Start
see
out?
anything around here at this point. The closest thing you do see is the gentleman over in the corner by the door who's in robes. He has like a little almost like a little statue of like a lizard on his shoulder. But it doesn't move very much. You see it move every once in a while, like a head might move or something, but otherwise it kind of stays. Looks like it's made out of copper or brass, maybe.
So we'll have to find a small animal or a cat. We should test that Medusa head to see if it actually works.
I'm very fascinated with this like lizard situation right now. Did anyone see that guy? Like, no one. All right, cool. I guess I'll just walk up to the guy and just zoom into the lizard.
Can I help you?
Is that real? Is that moving?
He
Looks
does
like-
move. Yes. He'll
Okay.
kind of reach up and poke it a little bit, and it kind of skitters a little bit.
Ah, okay. I thought it was just me. Okay. You know, some people like to wear the little statues. Some people have real animals up there. I'm not to judge. It just was bothering me because it didn't look like a normal crustacean, amphibioso creature-esque. All right.
I'm not sure what language you're speaking.
You know, I don't either. I just make it happen sometimes. You know, it just comes out when I'm feeling it. That's good. That's cool. Does it have a name?
Yes, Asterix.
Ha! Asterisk. That sounds like something I should know grammar-wise, but yeah, that's fine. I just want to pet him if that's okay with.
Sure.
Does it?
Asterix. Don't bite. Go ahead.
Ren,
Yes, Gorbog.
what will we have to gain by sharing this book? You asked the question. What were you thinking?
Well, clearly this guy has no idea that there are people in town that are looking to directly harm the queen and knew of our arrival prior to even coming here. So perhaps this isn't the right guy, but if we showed him, he might know the captain of the guard, someone else that we could get a little more attention from, get a little more help than just the random leftover guards to protect the queen.
I will say that his ignorance is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's either pure stupidity or devious behavior, right?
Told you.
I'm kind of thinking pure stupidity, but
I plan on finding the truth at the bottom of this pitcher.
that sounds like a plan. I join you. Let's take a break.
Okay, so you guys can
Yeah.
certainly eat and drink for the rest of the afternoon and evening, and sleep
I will make
sleep
a new
tonight if you'd
friend
like.
out of the lizard keeper. By the way.
We will we'll move you guys to your room upstairs. Let's change the camera around a little bit here.
Can I Well, I wanted to talk to the guy with the lizard thing, and
Go ahead. You can talk to him.
yeah. So Ashrick is very, very cold.
Yes, he's made out of brass.
Ah, did you make him, or did he
Yes,
make
he's my
himself?
familiar.
Oh, that's cool. Where'd you find such a cool little guy?
I made him.
I thought they just wander up to you when you're in the woods and they're like, "Hey, I want to be your friend," and then you turn into a guy called Dr. Doolittle. Maybe you've heard of him, and then like you guys are best friends forever. But that's just what I heard. I don't even know a Doolittle. That's a funny name too. It's crazy.
We are well. I am a wizard. So we they're trying to get the camera straight.
Julie's having fun rearranging the camera. You can tell.
We wizards here in the city. I've built this creature myself, and he's quite a specimen, I think. Don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But he does get a little ornery from time to time, and has been known to nip at people. So I just want you to be careful that you don't get bitten.
Nah, it's fine. I think I died once actually, but I don't really remember. So
Interesting.
yeah, and I pop a squat down next to him if like you don't mind, right? I remember being in a maze of sorts, right? And killing people and doing the stabby stab because I'm really good at hiding and I just, stabby stab. It's fun, And then all of a sudden, I was out of the darkness and I woke up in a pasture somewhere and it's crazy. There was so much good grass though, I wasn't even upset. But I didn't remember where I was, who I was, and now I'm here. Ha!
Very interesting story. I was intrigued during most of it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, what's your name, sir? I'm sorry. I don't know mine, but
Blairith. Blairith.
Blairith, and Ashrick. All right. Well, it's nice to meet you. You want anything? It's on the big guy. That I point to Korbog.
Okay, Korbog's actually walking up the stairs at this point, but you're pointing.
It's on his tab. So just feel free, do what you want.
I will remember that. Thank you. That is very, very generous.
And I like one last little. Like I get under the chin a little bit, like because every animal likes that, like a little bit of like
Mm-hmm.
be like, man, all right, sorry for rambling, bother you, the stuff. But I'm glad you were intrigued for a hot minute, at least. Yep, this is a thing now. Just get on
What is happening?
bed. Yeah, it was great. It was great meeting you, Lareth.
Good to meet you as well.
Asterisk. Yeah. I want to do this.
Okay.
Just walk back like really slow, but smiling.
Okay. All right, and you can make your way upstairs, and you'll make it to the room. As you can see here, there are 3 beds and 2 sleeping bag kind of things in the room for you.
I immediately go jump in a bed. Like this is I grab the biggest
Speaking
one.
of familiars, I have a familiar that just showed up.
I do too.
Baby. Oh my goodness.
As soon as you
That's
started
the
talking
good
about the familiar, he started bumping against my foot over here. So
Star.
there you go. Ember's got hers too. See, familiars. See.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah, so this is a decent sized room as you can see. It's probably like a 40 by 30 foot room. There are 3 beds with some little chests at the bottom of them. There's a couple wash basins and a couple of sleeping bags for you as a group. And it's getting into the evening at this point. If you'd like to go to sleep, does that sound good?
Sounds good to
Yes.
me.
Okay.
I'd like to walk by one of the other beds that are vacant. Just kind of pat it, look at Bryn and say, "All right, princess, time to sleep." And I'll go sleep in one of the sleeping bags.
Wow.
Sure, Luca. You know me. I love nice cushy beds. I'll go sleep on the floor next to a sacred bed.
No.
Did she just call you princess?
I have no idea where that came from.
I was wondering if I didn't know something. I just.
I don't. I'm not a princess. Look at me. Come on, really?
Just
I'll-
You could be.
bag.
Kind of rolling over, a very pretty princess.
Well, all elves are
what
girls,
you
so you
talking
could be a
about?
princess.
I will
Okay.
stay up and keep an eye on things for a while, though.
Okay. So you can stay up for a little while. Everything seems to go fine. You finally.
Although I go downstairs and get a bottle of whiskey, and then I bring it back up. And
Okay.
I pour 2 shots, and I hand one to Bryn.
Okay. There you go. And you guys can kind of stay on watch for a little while, but eventually you can all drift.
They
off
just
to
gave me
sleep.
the whole bottle.
Cheers. Stay up and drink all night with you.
Yeah, there you go. And you guys will wake up the next morning. Everything seems to be okay. However, Sharp is feeling a little under the weather. So Sharp says he's going to stay here in the room for a little while because he's not feeling well. He'll catch up to you guys later.
Thanks, Dan. All right. We don't
See
even
how
get
I
the
did that
second
there?
arrow-
See how I did
yeah,
that?
that was perfect.
See?
We don't even get a second arrow slinger as an NPC. Awesome.
Oh, we
So-
miss you, Dan.
I know, right? So as we're waking up, I say, based upon our previous experiences, since we're gonna go and walk around town and smack and hassle and argue with every person that we find, it might make sense for us to perhaps grab a few potions from the market we saw on our way. And we have plenty of money. I have.
Why
it
are you
all
planning
here.
to smack and harass everybody we come across?
I'm planning on watching you do it, Sir Korbog. But I'm happy to sling arrows behind you, brother.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you guys can head back to that market if you'd like. Is that the plan?
Yeah, we'll make a quick stop in there and pick up some potions.
Geez, it's kind of ironic how you did that because I happen to have a terrain build for the market. Wow, what incredible irony.
Without core.
So here we go. We're gonna move it over.
Sorry,
over.
Julie. Oh, holy crap!
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
It's aight.
Julie is listening to the stream, by the way, Ember, so she can hear you.
Oh, tell her I love her.
Aw. Julie put this together, I assume.
Most of it, yes, most
She's
of it.
so good.
Julie's a beast, man.
Oh, that's amazing.
However, it's her first day working here with us on this, so she's getting used to the arm that goes over and holds the camera.
Up. Hold it.
Turn
Hold
off
it.
the view.
Hold it. Hold it. This reminds me of the movie Cloverfield, just that like running with the camera.
Yeah.
Like, where are we? I don't know.
We'll probably have to spin the camera around so it's not upside down.
My sweet, adorable cat is
There
wondering
we go.
why
There
I'm
we
not
go.
petting her right now. It's really funny.
Aw.
Hey, what are you doing?
Man,
So some of
Look at
this
that.
stuff, just a quick update on some of this stuff is stuff that Julie and I made ourselves. We have some molds, so this big gazebo thing in the middle, we actually molded ourselves and painted and put together. Some of the walls are the same. However, the trees in the middle, those 3 nice big trees, those are Dwarven Forge trees from their new Dread Hollow Forest expansion that just came out.
A Dwarven Forge!
So that's all there from them.
those aren't public yet, are they, Art?
I think they're just shipping now. I think they're just
Yep.
shipping them out now. So
Sweet.
we got a couple of the nice Dwarven Forge trees. They're pretty awesome. So as you guys come into the gates here, there's a gatehouse that lets you into this walled section. It's wide open. They probably, you assume they probably only lock it at night just to make sure nobody comes in and messes with the stalls and all this kind of stuff. And it's a little bit of a hustle and bustle in here. You can see there are people moving around, carrying things around, buying things. There's some, we have stalls all down the roads. with various people selling things. You can see in the far back corner, way back there, there's a building in the back corner, which is actually you can see smoke coming up out of a chimney. So it's actually there's like a forge back there. So there's actually a blacksmith back there currently working on making some things. There's a couple of them actually. What would you guys like to do? What are you looking to buy specifically?
Definitely.
I would
need
like to be
potions.
given anything magical. Does that work? No. Okay. I figured I'd try.
Well, Bryn kept talking about potions, so that's what you want to look for?
Potions for our heavy hitters up front.
And actually, you know what? All of you can give me a perception check.
Yay!
Nat 20.
Yay.
So we all got pretty good ones. So you can see,
Mine's
and you can
17.
see in the picture here in the back left, you can see that red topped wagon in the back
Mhm.
back there. And you remember that wagon actually? That's Madam Zelda's wagon.
Mm.
Oh,
Cool.
awesome.
So you just remember seeing that. That's just it catches your eyes. It's kind of a big bright piece of.
I start walking over there.
Okay, you're gonna
Use
go
the
to the
fortune teller,
you're gonna
right?
go to the left and go that way, or you're gonna go to the right down straight down the path where you're already.
Straight and left, just so I can see some of the vendors on my way.
Okay, so you can head down that path, straight down that way, and then down there to the end and take a left, back down past the forges. I take it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys can go the other way, straight down and then left.
So all stick together.
And when you start to get down that way towards, so you can see now, kind of behind here, if you look to your left, there's like behind the trees, there's a more common, like a small stage where there is some people, selling some things up there. There is actually a forge going on over there in the back right corner with some smoke coming up out of the forge, and there are vendors selling various things along the way. And when you get to about this area, all of you can give me a perception check.
18.
Ooh.
Ooh. 8.
Perception, not a lot.
23.
6.
Maybe we are best friends.
Mm-hmm. We are best friends.
Okay, so the 23 was Ember. Who else got a high number?
I got an 18.
Okay, so Korbog and the Minotaur. As you get down there, you can see on the right hand side there's a mirror sitting there. We can zoom in on that mirror right there. There you go. There's this mirror sitting there. At the top part of that mirror, there's a symbol that you guys recognize.
What is it?
You remember it? Looks like it's a symbol that's on that handkerchief you guys have.
From the assassin.
From the assassin. Yeah, the Medusa assassin.
That I believe
one.
Bryn is currently carrying. I think Bryn was carrying the handkerchief.
Maybe it's a portal.
And right in front of you on the street is a small group of children that are like playing. They have like some sticks and they're kind of batting some little hoops around back and forth, playing a game right there.
I say, who has that handkerchief?
I'll pull it out and give it to Korbog.
Huh?
I want to walk like right in the middle of the children and interrupt their game.
Okay, so you're gonna walk
like
in the middle and interrupt the
staring
game.
at mirror. No, I'm just like walking forward, staring at the mirror.
Okay.
Like, that's interesting. But I'm gonna walk like through here and just stop and pan because I'm way taller than them.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
Like in the middle. No, in the middle.
They try to
Right?
be in the middle of the people. Okay. Okay, the children will definitely get out of your way. I mean, you're a large person, and they're kind of like, oh,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I just find it funny.
Like, oh, sorry, excuse us. We're just playing a game here.
I stand right there and look at that mirror.
Okay. They seem to be kind of staring at you, wondering like what's happening.
Say, point out the symbol to the people who haven't noticed it yet, and that it's on the handkerchief.
Okay,
Huh.
so Luca and Bryn, Korbog
Mhm.
has now pointed out to you that, oh look, there's that symbol.
Oh. Well, that's weird.
That's very
Can I
strange.
like go up to the mirror next to Unamid and kind of like look around the side of it as well,
Sure,
just to see if there's any other markings?
sure. You can go ahead and look, and you go right up next to the mirror. Luca does, and take a look at it. Um, are you looking with your eyes, or are you looking with your hands,
Uh,
or both?
I would say both, kind of feeling on it, and
Okay.
then just obviously visualizing.
Give me an investigation check.
Let's see what it says.
Come on, shoot.
These dice don't like me very much. Investigation. Oh, I don't have any plus to that, so it is a 7.
Okay. And you'll see too that the gentleman right out in front of the booth here, you see this
Mhm.
yeah, right there. That little guy right there is a halfling. He's wearing these large boots on, these tall, like high heeled boots on his feet. And he's like,
Mhm.
that's a lovely mirror, isn't it? I bought it a while back. It is beautiful. I love to bring it here so people can see themselves when they buy my boots. Oh, pardon me. I did not even introduce myself. I am Kincaid Boots. Uh, I am the proprietor of the establishment Kinky Boots. And here are my boots. And I would love for you to buy some boots and try them on at the mirror so you can see how
Can
well
I
they look on your
do?
feet.
So can
Your
I do?
last name is Boots?
Yes, Bootz, Boots.
First name Kinky.
No, my first name is Kincaid. My shop is Kinky Boots.
Is this guy? Can I roll insight to see if this guy is trying to like deceive us at all, or
Sure.
like just trying to grab our attention away from said mirror?
Yep, go ahead. Roll.
12.
He seems to be completely honest. He seems like he's telling the absolute truth.
Okay.
Huh. And
When
on the
did
mirror,
you
the
buy this
symbol.
mirror?
Oh, I've had this mirror for about a year or two, but you sir, you are very large. You got to be about you are definitely a size 14. I have a perfect boot for you. And he kind of goes back behind the booth here, and you see some boots kind of being thrown like over his head, and he comes out with these large, like 8-inch heeled, like pink boots. These are just your size. They would fit you perfectly. You would look wonderful in these boots. You should put them on and look in the mirror.
Please, you should try them on, Korbog.
Yeah, are they pink leather?
Oh, they're pink. Oh, they're exquisite boots. From a quick look at them, that you've never seen a finer made
After
pair of
Luca
boots.
says that, I shrug and I start taking off my own boots.
Okay, okay.
I
All right. So you take off your boots, and you can start to put on the large pink boots. And he is absolutely correct. Like your foot slides right in there. It is a perfect fit. Uh, they look fabulous on you.
Show
look
'em
fabulous
off.
on me.
Show them off, Corbin.
Those
I prefer.
are actually a perfect bargain because I don't have people with your size very often. So they are a mere 20 gold pieces.
That's a bit
Gonna get 'em?
expensive.
Expensive? This is high quality workmanship, my dear. I'm not sure I have anything for hooved feet, but I think I could probably make something.
I'm good.
I'll pass.
Oh,
I look down. I want to look down at the children. Are they still looking up at me like, "Whoa, what's that?"
they kind of were a little bit for a couple seconds, but now they've kind of moved off to the side of the road a little bit and are just starting to play with their hoops and sticks again.
Okay, I go. Can I walk over to the children and be like, "Excuse me, fine, children,"
Yes.
and I lean in and I drop a knee so I'm at their level so they don't feel too intimidated by my size, and I say, "Have you guys seen anything funky with that mirror?"
No, it's a mirror. It's very, very reflective. If you go look at it, I was looking at it earlier, and I look very nice in it, I think.
Well, you're a nice little girl. Boy. Yeah! And I just give him a nice little ruff of the hair and then just kind of finger gun it out there.
Okay, so Kincaid comes back over to you, Corbog. Then, if you're taking off the boots, and he's like, "Well, maybe next time. If you're ever interested, I do make some very nice boots." And he takes the boots and goes back behind his little booth and puts them away. Luca, as you are kind of investigating out the mirror, it is in fact a mirror. You're looking on the back of it. There is some etchings at the bottom. There's like a symbol. It doesn't look like the symbol that you're seeing on the front, but there's looks like it might be like a crafter symbol on the back.
Ooh, understood. And let's see here.
And it's
If
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to look through my gear to see if I have any type of parchment, something to try to make a note of exactly what this is in case we come across it in the future. Or can I just write it on the opposite side of the papers that we were given?
Sure. Yeah, you could just write it on the
Awesome.
back of the orders.
Yeah.
You can kind of
just so-
give me a dexterity based roll. There you go.
Okay.
You do pretty good.
Okay, it's 17.
Yeah, you do pretty good. So you managed to draw a decent symbol of it, and put it on the back of the paper.
Awesome. Okay. And if there's anyone of the group kind of near me, I'll kind of wave them over. I don't know if would it be well, Corbog and Bryn are both kind of equally far away, but Bryn, I'll kind of be like, "Come here."
Okay, so Bryn's are you gonna go over there, Bryn?
I will. Yep.
So I kind of show him the markings that are across it.
And I
Yep,
think right now,
yep.
currently, Corbog's the one that has the handkerchief, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Bryn, from what you can tell from having the handkerchief on you for a little while, this at the top of the mirror, it does look, the symbol looks remarkably like the one that's on that handkerchief.
Luca, has anyone actually touched this thing yet?
I like the symbol itself. No, I was kind of feeling on the wood on the outside, but I'll just sort of go and touch the symbol.
Okay, so you can touch the symbol, and it looks like it's raised a little bit, like maybe it's etched in maybe some sort of silver or something,
Oh, okay.
and it's slightly raised above the wood. It doesn't. Nothing else happens other than you touching it.
Ah. Yep,
Corbog.
that's a symbol.
Corbog,
Yep.
when you're done trying on your fashion forward boots, you mind coming over here, taking a look at something?
I do not mind.
Okay, so Corbog walks on over there.
So I'll whisper over to him. Can you try touching it with the handkerchief? Compare. Let's make sure this is the same symbol.
Wait a minute. I feel like we need to talk to Madame Zelda first.
I hand Bryn the handkerchief.
Yeah, leave the drow to die. All right, I'll touch the mirror with the handkerchief real quick.
Okay, so
Okay.
Very independent.
So you take the
You
handkerchief and
do
you kind of touch the edge of the mirror with it. As you do that, you can start to see that the mirror itself starts to shimmer, and it almost looks like the surface of the mirror kind of drops in and becomes concave. And when that happens, the children over near the Minotaur kind of look over at the mirror and they're like, "Monsters!" And they start running away. And probably 5 or 6 seconds after they start running, a monster steps out of the mirror.
Ooh.
Glad we stopped for those potions.
Glad you guys didn't listen to me.
You're right.
This ghostly-like
She has a
figure
point.
comes stepping out of the portal. And in addition, when that happens, Luca, you feel a warm, vibrating sensation on your wrist.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
can give me perception or give me initiative rolls. Let's see, what do I got here? Hang on, so
Why?
Bryn, what'd you get? 17?
20.
Oh, 20?
20 total.
Sharp is not here. Let me get rid of Sharp. Ember, what did you end up with?
15.
15? Luca?
4.
Corbog?
Great.
A total of 11.
And let's see. Let me roll for the bad guys.
Children.
Yeah, the children attacked the Minotaur.
A child.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, the children are vicious.
It's always the children.
Little ankle biters.
Nobody thinks of the children.
Okay, so Bryn, with your 20, so this is what has happened. The mirror has gone concave. This ghostly creature kind of all the children yelled monsters and started running. In a few seconds after that, this ghostly like creature has stepped out of the mirror and is looking angry and hostile. What would you like to do?
I am going to step back and bonus action disengage if I need to and hide behind
Yep.
this apple barrel here.
Yeah, you will have to bonus action disengage. You're going to go
step
back
behind
over
here.
to where the stage is, where that apple cart is, like back there.
Yep, over
Over
here.
on the stage. Yep, over on the stage. Okay, right back there.
I'll draw my bow and I will hold the shot until I see the creature attack someone.
Okay. Ember, you are next.
Mm. I'm gonna hide.
Okay. Where are you gonna hide?
We're gonna go here.
Okay, so over behind Kinky Booth's blue yeah, over there. And then give me a hide check.
Oh, thank God. Not much better. 17 plus 8, 25.
Okay. So you are well hidden.
I'm lining her up.
Okay, so Bryn, while you're looking forward at this ghostly like creature, and you get attacked from behind.
Awesome.
By what?
Let's hang on. I'll let you know.
It's
Does
Kinky Boots.
does a 15 hit?
Kinky boots.
That's my AC.
15 is your AC. So, you can move the tree out of the way if you want. So you are standing there and you're looking forward. You got your arrow ready to go, and this claw just rips into your back. And as you spin your head around, you do not see anything. You take 6 points of regular damage and 7 points of necrotic damage. So as you turn around to look and see what just happened, you kind of see like blood, your blood, like on this clawed like hand, and then the hand kind of shakes and the blood falls off and the hand is gone, as if it's invisible per se. Shall we say?
So 6 points of regular and how much necrotic?
7, so 13 damage total.
Okay.
And then the other one is Korbog. You are also attacked, but I don't think that's going to hit you. 15?
15 misses.
Okay, so similar deal. Behind you, you feel something like rake across your back as if you're being attacked, and you kind of crank your head around, and you also nope, same person, and you're being kind of clawed from something from behind as well.
Okay.
All right, but that doesn't hit you. That doesn't do any damage. So it kind of scratched into your armor, but did not do any damage. Now, actually, while you're there, so Luca and Korbog, give me perception checks.
Yeah.
So 22.
Mine's a 15.
Okay, so you'll notice, Korbog, when you look in, so you get this scratch across your back, you kind of spin your head back around and look in the mirror, and even though it's kind of distorted, it almost kind of looks like almost like a funhouse mirror at this point. So everything's kind of distorted. You can see a creature behind you in
the mirror.
in the mirror, but when your head turns back, you cannot see it.
What does it look like?
It almost looks like it's a humanoid-like creature, kind of nondescript. Like there's not really a nose, and it's kind of very light-skinned, almost.
Zombie.
No, not really zombie-like, not quite zombie-like, but not really living-looking either. So you can see one behind you. Luca, with your perception check, you in fact do see the one behind Korbog as well. And you see the one reflected all the way over behind Bryn.
Okay.
But you only see them when you look in the mirror.
Got it.
And now it is Korbog's turn.
Take out my two-handed hammer.
Yep.
Step up to the mirror while rearing back with it, and I bring it full down on the mirror itself.
Okay.
It's either brilliant or awful.
Oh.
Do I need to roll or anything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just give me an attack roll.
Uh-huh.
Basically, just don't roll a 1, and you should be fine.
19.
Oh yes, you bring your mighty hammer down right on the front of that mirror. The mirror frame, and just shatters and breaks. However, the mirror part stays sitting there, floating in the air, as if maybe it's some sort of magical portal at this point. But the frame of the mirror has now broken and is now lying on the ground in pieces.
Okay.
Anything else that you'd like to do?
Can I still see this creature in the mirror?
You can. You can still see the one behind you, and you can still you just see the one behind you. Correct.
What is this thing beside me?
That is a ghostly like figure. Let me see if I can get a better description for you. Hang on. Let me get on D&D Beyond and see what they say for my description of this creature. So, it's a ghostly, horrifying sight. Doesn't give you a lot of a better description than that. So it is a ghostly, humanoid looking creature. It looks terribly deformed, as if it died some horrible, terrible death.
I just turn back around and I point at the one in the mirror and I say, "Coward," and that's a vow of enmity.
Okay, so he gets our famous symbol that we can only say once on the stream. We'll get the status token onto it, and that goes on the one behind Korbog. There we go. There it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite. So that gets put on him. All right. There you go. Is that it, Korbog?
That is it.
Okay. It is the ghostly figure's turn. So that ghostly figure is going to So it starts to open its mouth and almost like it's trying to scream. However, it doesn't actually scream. But Korbog, Luca, and Bryn, all of you give me saving throws. You can start to hear these whispers in your ear. And there's all these, it's a gobbled up language, but you can hear all these words in your ear.
What type of saving throw?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is a wisdom save.
18.
18.
Nice.
17.
17. Luca?
10.
A 10. Okay, so Luca, you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you must make you must use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack. And
Okay.
you get this madness. So you start to hear all this madness in your ear, and you start hearing the boots, get the boots are evil. And you turn towards Cade Boots, and you take a swipe. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. Let's see what this die has to do. Oh, well, now we're rolling well, huh? And I got a +4, so 18.
Okay, so you turn around and you just kind of like take your staff and give a good shot to Kincaid's face. He's like, "Oh my goodness! Oh no!" So, and he's like, "Okay, 15 gold, 15 gold. Don't hit me again."
Free boots, Gorbog.
Interesting
Okay.
negotiation technique.
And it is now Luca's turn.
Okay. I am going to kind of instinctively at the beginning of the combat, when this thing appeared and my wrist started vibrating, I'm gonna look down at it. Am I noticing any difference on my bracelet?
No, so it is definitely your bracelet. So you picked up on that.
Yeah. Yes.
You do notice maybe like it is definitely a warmth, and it's definitely vibrating at a different level at this point. But that's all. There's no visual change.
Okay. I am going to I'm just gonna try to take the staff I just hit Kincaid with and take a swipe at this little terrible thing in front of us.
Okay.
So it's gonna be
Ha!
7.
7.
Tried.
So yes,
That's
no.
not you tried.
You
I
swing
tried.
right over its head. You don't hit anything with it.
Okay. I'm kind of shaken up at this point, so after having done that, I'm just gonna maintain where I'm at.
Okay. Oh, and actually, sorry, Bryn, you can actually do something now that if you'd like. You've seen this thing. You had your held
Yep.
action there, so you could use your reaction if you'd like to do something.
I'll go ahead and let her rip. We're in full sunlight, right?
You are, so you are at disadvantage on all your attack rolls.
Oh,
Awesome.
you should totally use that inspiration, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and use my inspiration. Reroll the 1, so I have a 12 on the table.
Oh my gosh.
And another 1. So yeah, so you let this arrow loose, and it goes flying right through, and it actually the arrow sails right through the mirror and goes right in, and it actually disappears when it goes into the concave part of the mirror. It goes right through, and it is gone.
Okay.
So we'll do that as your held action. So now you're back to the top of the order, and it is now your turn on your actual turn. So what would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and take another shot at the Spectre.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Jeez. 6. Not a lot. Let's see, +9, so 15.
15's a hit.
Sweet. And we have sneak attack, correct?
Yes, because you have 2 of your friends are in melee combat with them. Ooh, that's a good roll.
It is 13
Nice.
+5, so
18.
18 total.
Okay, so you let that arrow go, and again as usual, as you let it go, your bow puts that little bit of extra spin on it, being a magical bow, and that arrow flies over, and that sticks right in this creature, and it sticks there. So your arrow has stuck into the creature, and it has done a considerable amount of damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
If I have the time left, I'd like to go ahead and say to Korbog, try to destroy that handkerchief. Do something with that thing.
You have the handkerchief, sir.
Oh, I do have the handkerchief.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
You do in fact have the handkerchief. Ember, it is
That's
your
quite fitting, 'cause my
turn.
intelligence is awful.
So I want to line up. So because I saw that arrow go straight through this mirror and I
Yep.
don't see what happened to it, I want to come use my movement to go here.
Okay. Back out to the
Or
road.
right for this gore sneak
Okay.
attack.
So you're gonna move
Right
out
in
to the middle of the road and line yourself up so if you could run into the ghostly creature and line up with like the mirror. So as if you're gonna
Yeah.
charge into it and push it into the mirror.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna gore now.
Okay. And so you move out to there and then you charge up and try and gore into the creature.
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna go in melee combat with the ghost creature.
Yep.
There you go.
And 17 plus 6, 23 to hit.
Okay, so you walk up and you gore into the creature. You can tell because it is a ghostly-like creature, and you're not using a magic weapon that you don't do as much damage as you think you would. Go ahead and give me some damage.
Cool. And then DC 14 save.
Yep.
Ooh, nice. 4, 4, 3, 7, 11 plus 4. 15 points of damage. I'm sorry, math.
That's okay. Okay, so you gore into this creature. Your horn kind of rips right through it. Again, you don't do as much damage as you would hope to do, and the creature does not move.
Damn it. All right. Can I use bonus action to disengage?
You can. You can use a bonus action to disengage.
Cool.
You probably only have about 10 feet of movement left, though, so you can use enough to like step back out of the way if you like.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll slide you back a little bit so you're not standing right next to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, just slide her back a little bit. Good. Perfect. Okay. It is the creature's turn. So the invisible creatures are going to attack. So the one on Korbog is actually going to turn away from Korbog and go over after Ember, after the Minotaur.
Nah.
And that's going to be
Do
a
I get
hit.
an attack of opportunity?
Sure, you can take an opportunity
I
attack
mean, I
if
can
you'd
only
like.
see it in the mirror. I can
Right.
only see it in the mirror, so
Correct.
Swipe
I can't.
around.
I can.
Yep, you can. Go ahead. You give me an opportunity. We'll do it with disadvantage though, because you have to kind of swing behind you and
Aha!
you
But
can't
I
really
have
see it.
advantage from my vow. So
Oh, so you get a straight roll. See that?
that's only a 12.
A 12 and a 12 misses. So that creature moves over and it's going to attempt to claw you, Ember, and it gets a 25,
Nah, that doesn't hit.
and you take 13 damage.
Mm.
And the one on Bryn gets a 12. Does a 12 hit Bryn?
12 does not.
Okay. The one on you attacks you and does not do anything there. And it is Korbog's turn.
It's my turn. I'm gonna just gonna attack this creature beside me.
Okay.
Let's see. It's only 11.
And 11 is a miss.
Then I'm gonna step between the two.
Okay, so you're going to step
Creatures
between
right
the two
here?
of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, right there.
Between the two monsters. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
See if I can do
Perfect.
anything else. No, I'm done.
Okay. All right, and we'll go to the monster. So the ghostly like creature is again going to do something. Let's see. It's going to reach out and try and touch Luca. Luca, does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay. it tries to reach out and touch at you. And again, you start to hear those voices again in your head. You start to hear that talking and that garbled speech, which doesn't seem to make any sense to you. And it manages to miss.
Awesome.
So your turn, Luca.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna try again with my quarterstaff to hit
Okay.
this guy.
Go ahead.
The dice like me.
There you go.
Oh, okay, yeah, 18.
Yeah, that's a hit. You whack it with your staff. And your staff is not magical, right?
It's not magical.
Okay, so
Let's see. It's a D. 8 plus 2. Oh, I didn't get it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. It'll be a plus 2, so 10 points.
okay. Got it?
Is
that it?
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a unarmed strike
Okay, go
against
ahead.
him. Just kind of after hitting with my quarterstaff, try to go with my elbow
Okay.
towards its form. Oh goodness.
Nice.
Well, so it's gonna be another hit.
20.
Yep. So another hit.
Awesome.
So bam, you hit with the second one.
Yes, it's gonna be a D4. Let me add that. Awesome. So it'll be 5 points.
Okay. Okay, so you swing your staff through him and come back with an elbow, and you can feel like you're catching something, but again, you're not doing as much damage as you'd like to be doing because you're not magical. And right. Bryn's turn.
How far away do I think I am from the mirror?
You're probably 35 feet or so.
Okay, what the heck? So I'll bonus action. I'll bonus action disengage.
Okay.
I'll go ahead behind the boots, the Kinky Boots booth.
Okay, going over behind Kinky Boots booth, the blue booth.
Yeah, and I'll take another shot at the specter that I can actually see.
Okay. Yep. So the ghostly like creature that you can see.
All right. 18 total.
18's a hit.
Sweet. Sneak attack. 14 damage.
And that will be enough. That ghostly creature, as your arrow sinks into the side of it, it starts to kind of scream out, and you see it kind of get sucked back into the mirror, and it is gone.
Can we still see the other two in the mirror?
Bryn, yes. So, Ember, you can give me a roll now because you're like in front of the mirror. You can give me a roll.
Perception?
Yes, please. Sorry, I forgot to say that.
20.
Okay, so 20. You can now see in the mirror too. Now that you're looking at the mirror, you can see the one next to Korbog, and you can see the one behind you up on the little stage. You can, again, similar thing. These kind of twisted, nondescript looking humans, like their noses aren't really there. They're kind of like without noses, but their eyes are kind of blank. They look very sad and white.
Hey, Korbog, you're a paladin.
Yes.
Can you turn undead?
Why would I want to turn them when I can smite them?
And Ember, it's your turn.
All right. So this guy is within melee of me, right?
Yes.
But with the ring of effery, if you will, if I go to this guy over here, will he have an attack of opportunity?
Yes. I believe your oath doesn't do anything to stop them from taking opportunity attacks, right, Chris?
No.
No. So yeah, so you would. So you could disengage though. You could use your bonus action to disengage, and you can move over to the one on the stage if you'd like.
Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'll disengage. Probably to this area if possible.
Over next to the little kid by the stage.
Yep. you know, I might step on him if he doesn't get out of the way. And then I'll
On the
use
other side.
bolts. And then I'll use bolts from the grave.
Okay.
I have to use it immediately after a cunning action. It's a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll to hit. And I treat it like a sneak attack. Cool, that's great. 25.
Yep, that's a hit.
And he'll take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
Nice.
That's some
Nice
damage.
work.
That's awesome.
And then
That seems to really
my-
hurt it. It does. It gets hit by this bolt, and it reacts as if you hurt it quite a bit.
and then can I use my movement to go here?
Sure.
Like behind this
Go
tree.
over behind the tree, so you
Yeah,
can put
just to avoid like range.
Yeah, so over there behind the tree. There you go.
Oh,
You
like
go right
not
on
that
the-
far. I guess that works.
Yeah, it's good.
So I can still line him up.
Yep. Okay. Good. All right. So that's Ember. Korbog, your turn. Oh no, I'm sorry. Their turn. The two invisible creatures. So
Nope, you already said it was my turn. Too late.
Did
the one
Ember
on you,
run over one of
Korbog.
the small children?
Oh,
sure
yeah.
did.
Yeah, the kid got knocked
I
down.
sure did. That kid needs to learn.
Oh God.
If they're gonna scatter when monsters come, they need to know where to scatter. We do these drills for a reason. Like they didn't take it seriously. Like, you know, it's why we do fire drills once a month, man. You have to know how to scatter. All right?
Ooh, Korbog. I rolled a crit.
Oh.
So
But
Korbog,
did you?
I did.
I negate it.
From how? You're not negating anything. You take 28 points of damage.
Ugh.
As
Is
this
that
thing
all you got?
rips right into your chest. Like it managed to get the claw like right underneath a piece of your armor and kind of sinks it right in there and pulls on it and takes a piece of your flesh with it.
Mm,
That's my first crit I've rolled. We need some crit music.
no.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. James, we just rolled a crit, buddy.
Giveaway trigger.
Oh, that's the giveaway trigger. I forgot about that. Yeah, so
Oh.
yeah, I forgot about that. So we're gonna do a giveaway. Here in the anybody who's in Twitch can do the what is that? What is it? The bang what? Bang giveaway. Raffle. Bang raffle. So if everybody starts putting in bang raffle, and we're going to give to somebody a copy of the Eberron book in D&D Beyond. So you get a digital copy of the Eberron book of the Last War book in D&D Beyond.
Oh, that's awesome.
So cool.
D&D Beyond was very nice to donate some of those books. So for the next
Yes. Thank
quite
you,
a
thank
few
you.
episodes, we will be doing that. Hopefully, when somebody rolls a crit, we will keep giving away copies, one per episode. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
So while that's happening, we can continue. James will handle the rest of that in the thing, and so the other one that's up on the stage, that one's going to run over to the little kid right by the stage. The one that's still standing that Ember didn't knock over, and it's going to attack the little kid.
That's his fault.
And it runs over and it claws into the little the little kid, and the little kid falls over. And Korbog, it's your turn.
I smite the one that's next to me.
Okay, go ahead and attempt to smite.
I'm at disadvantage though, right?
You are. Well, no. Well, so yes, you are because you are. I mean, you can because you're looking into the mirror and looking back, or just swinging wildly at it. You think if you were to move so that you could put it between you and the mirror, you might be able to see something better and not be at disadvantage.
I move around it then.
Okay, so you want to move to the other side. Those two little kids have run by now. We can take those two little kids and move them out of the way. So Korbog moves to the other side of the ghostly creature to put the creature between him and the mirror, and then attempts to hit him. So there you go. Now you don't have disadvantage anymore.
Okay. So that means I have advantage.
Correct, because of your. Right? Oath. Well, that's going to be a
15.
hit.
10. Okay, so I hit
Yep, you definitely hit.
and I smite.
Oh, that doesn't sound good for me.
Never mind. It takes 25 damage.
It goes poof. So very similar thing. So you hit this thing with your hammer. It starts to like scream, and as it kind of dissipates, you can see its essence get pulled back into the mirror.
Then I run over here to this child,
Okay.
and I want to set. Well, I run over to the creature.
Okay.
But I want to try to quickly assess the child if I can.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
It's not very good.
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah. You do not see the child moving.
Okay.
And it is Luca's turn.
Okay. Where I'm standing in the mirror, am I able to see the reflection of the?
You can.
Okay. Just kind of taking that into account and saying that it's like near that tree trunk.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to turn around and go up and put myself adjacent to Korbog.
Okay. So you're gonna go up next to Korbog and next to the monster.
Yeah. Yes, I'd like to just try to swing at the air at this point.
Sure. Give me a give me a Arcana check.
Ooh, okay.
We'll try that. Absolutely. So you kind of spatially figure out like exactly where it should be by checking the mirror first, and then you move over so you can make your attack without disadvantage.
Awesome. So here with my quarterstaff.
Not sure it helps.
It's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Oh, dang it. I'm going to expend a key point. Why the heck not?
Okay,
so
go
bonus
for it.
action, a key point, and I'll use a flurry of blows.
Okay.
And try this again. I think flurry of blows gives me 2 attacks.
Yes, it does.
Let me try. Okay, perfect. Let me mark that down. So the first one, what was that?
13 plus
4, so 17.
17 hits. Give me some damage.
Okay, perfect. So that one's gonna be
Ha!
3 points.
3
And
points.
then another one.
Okay, roll your second one.
See here.
Same thing, hit.
Yay.
All right, that's better.
That's a little better. So
Yeah,
that'll be
thanks.
enough. So you manage to
Awesome.
think quick on your feet, and you look in the mirror. You spatially determine where it is. You run over, take 2 swipes at this thing with your take 1 swipe with your staff and miss, but 2 strikes afterwards, and the creature again starts to shriek, and it gets sucked into the mirror. Its essence gets sucked into the mirror.
Okay.
Yep. So we're gonna hold here for a second because we're actually at our break time as well. So we're gonna pick our winner for the giveaway.
Who is our winner?
Let's find out who is our winner.
Who is our magical winner?
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
Hoot, hoot.
Yay.
All right, so
Hoot,
who is going to get we'll get in touch with you after the stream probably and get you your code to get your free copy of the Eberron book on D&D Beyond. Thanks to those guys for giving us a copy of the book for you. And then to everybody else too, we're going to start our giveaway for let's bring the camera over and show them what we're giving away.
This is a gorgeous set.
Or we can bring the
Somebody-
stuff over there if you want.
Stoked.
Here. Let me stand up and move the stuff over there. We have a beautiful Elderwood dice set,
Ooh.
or Elderwood box with a Norse Foundry dice set inside of it.
Ooh.
So we got an Elderwood box.
The Hex Chest Remastered.
The Hex Chest Remastered. Check that out. It's a beautiful box. Holds a nice set of dice right in there, and we have a beautiful set of Norse Foundry dice. The metal dice, they are exquisite metal dice. I have a set on my hand right next to me. I'll show you.
Are those the vampire ones?
These are the vampires.
Those are
Yeah, the
vampires.
vampire blood. I actually have a set of those. Those are awesome.
Yeah, and here's
So
mine right
pretty.
here, and they have the Vorpal board logo on them, which is really really cool. So somebody by the end of the show is going to win that gorgeous little set. We'll get that sent out. So everybody, we're gonna do hashtag. We're gonna do the raffle again because. Yep. So we're starting up right now.
go.
James is starting up. So bang raffle for everybody to enter, and we will
Good
draw
luck.
the winner at the end of the show. So for right now, guys, we're gonna take a quick little break. We'll take 10 or 15 minutes, and we will be right back.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See you
everybody.
soon.
Thanks.
I'll tell you when. All right, everybody, we are back after our short little break. Just a reminder, and for some people, and a quick little heads up for other people who don't know, this is Vorpal Board. They are in Kickstarter right now. Everything that we're doing is from the Vorpal Board. So it's a web-based interface. It's not a big studio. We have a PC with a webcam, and we have a cell phone on an arm. And the stuff that you need to do this comes with the Kickstarter. So go check out the Kickstarter. It's pretty awesome, and that's all. This is done within it. There's no crazy Twitch skins going on here. There's no multiple cameras other than the cameras on the PCs for all of the players, and all of this is literally just happening from people's houses without any sort of crazy stuff. So I like to point that out because a lot of people start thinking we have some sort of big production thing going on here, and we really don't. So. Okay, so back into it. So as you guys have killed the last monster, those who were near the mirror, we kind of moved the minis around a little bit here, but those that were near the mirror, as the last essence went back into the mirror went back to looking normal and is now hanging in midair where there's no sort of frame around it anymore, and the mirror falls to the ground and shatters. What would you guys like to do?
Check
Well,
the little kid.
Okay, so give me another medicine check.
Actually, I just put 5 hit points into him immediately. I lay my hand on him and put 5 hit points.
Okay, so
He's all right.
you lay onto him and you put 5 hit points into him and monsters.
You're safe. You're safe.
Monsters.
I pick him up to his feet.
Okay, he gets. I'm gonna see. He's kind of he's a little bit woozy. He's like white light, big white light. It was scary. What happened?
Safe now.
Thanks, Mr. Ooh, you're big.
Corbog.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Corbog.
I'd like to go over to the now broken pile of shards
Yep.
on the ground, and kind of just absent-mindedly touch them.
So Luca's gonna move back over to where the mirror was. Okay, and you're just gonna touch the the shards in the mirror and stuff. Okay, and as you do that, Cade Boots comes walking over, and he looks at the mirror. He's like, "Oh, my mirror! I love that mirror. I paid so much money for that mirror. How could?" And he looks and he sees that it's you, Luca. He's like, "Never mind. It's okay. I can get another one. Not a big deal. Can get another mirror anytime. Don't hit me."
I
he kind of backs away.
Okay, first of all, I'm sorry about hitting you. That was not intentional. You don't need to give us a discount on the boots. Where did you find this mirror?
I bought that a long time ago, somewhere here in the Hollow. I don't entirely remember.
Show the maker's mark. Show the maker's mark. Didn't you just write down what was on the back of the mirror?
Yeah. I'll kind of pull out the parchment that I put it on and show him the symbol I put down. So, does this look familiar at all to you?
I mean, I've seen it around. I don't remember off the top of my head, though. Maybe some of the craftsmen would know. I don't really remember, but I mean, it's broken. You can take whatever you want. I don't really care.
How much did you pay for it?
I paid 20 gold for that mirror.
Oh.
That's a high quality mirror.
The same price you were selling those boots for?
I feel really bad. I'm gonna take out 20 gold pieces and I'm gonna hand it to him.
Why?
Oh, well, my goodness.
Because we
Thank you,
broke
my
his
lady.
mirror.
Well, that is very generous of you. Thank you, my lady, for
Yeah.
Whoa, I did not expect that. You are by all means forgiven for hitting me with your stick. I mean, it's a very nice stick. I don't want to see it again, but thank you very much for paying for the mirror. That's very generous.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for your time. If you happen to see anything else coming through with, like, I'll show him this symbol again, and we run into each other, do you think you could mention it?
Sure, I'll try to. Yes. And
Okay.
actually, Luca, you can notice now on the ground,
Uh-huh.
there's that piece of the back of the mirror, like the
Ooh.
wooden piece with the maker's mark
Uh-huh.
on it, is lying on the ground.
Oh, okay. But how big is that? Is it something small I can take with me?
Yeah, I mean it's probably this big,
Oh,
probably the
okay.
size of like like a wallet size kind of piece with the like, logo with like the maker's mark on it.
Awesome. I'd like to take that, and I'll just put it in the pouch that I have.
And actually, you can also give me a perception check.
Ooh, okay. See what both dice.
Ha!
8.
Okay. And also you noticed, Brianna, that your bracelet has stopped making the vibration and the warmth.
Okay. Good to know. Um, kind of glancing back at the group, since they're all still over in that general area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you guys okay?
I hope so.
Okay.
And
These
shortly,
kids don't know how to scatter.
and
Like
sure,
you
they
do.
don't know how to scatter. And shortly after, all this is kind of calmed down and stuff like that, the market kind of goes back to somewhat normal. It looks like a few people have decided to just like, okay, my day at the market's done, and they've kind of bailed. But for the most part, people kind of go back to what they were doing.
Okay. I'll walk back up to the group and
Okay.
join them.
Okay, go back over and
Um,
join the group.
Yeah.
What did the halfling give her, if anything? Missed it.
I didn't give her anything.
Oh.
She
Okay.
gave the halfling 20 gold.
Oh, okay.
But she noticed on the ground
Yeah.
that the piece of the mirror that had the maker's mark on it was broken and on the ground, so she snatched it.
Yeah. So I'll show it to the group and say this is. I don't know if we're gonna come across anything like this in the future, but if we happen to see the symbol somewhere, maybe we can get more information on that mirror.
Maybe you should wrap it in the handkerchief.
Oh, okay. Bryn, can I see the handkerchief?
So we have all the symbols in one place.
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. Perfect.
Now, kids, let me tell you something. Like when
Mhm.
when stuff goes wrong, you have to scatter. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got knocked over here. You're just looking at some vegetables over here. And look, the only two that scattered were those two way up the road over there. They did what they were supposed to do. You failed. You failed at life. You need to get this under control. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's terrible.
All right, what else would you guys like to do here in the market?
Do we still want to go
Blacksmith?
see? Oh,
What's that
fair.
now, Ember?
Blacksmith. Well, I'm just making my way. Sorry, I keep pointing. I'm making my way downtown, walking fast. Na.
Oh, you want to go over towards the blacksmith area, so we'll see if we
Yeah.
can't show you in the blacksmith area a little bit. Move the camera a little bit.
I like how
Hey,
there's like
that's
a lot
good.
of people over here with pickaxes that didn't do crap when the zombie apocalypse started happening over by that mirror. Look at this old guy. Got a little hammer.
He's a
You know?
blacksmith. He's blacksmithing.
There's like 5 of them. They could have thrown in a hand. Sorry, I'm just zooming in to all this stuff because I just want to pick out someone that I'm just going to be confrontational with, just on purpose. They didn't help.
Yeah, so you
Jerks.
walk over there and you do see these 3 guys, these 3 human guys that seem to be forging, and then down past them you see that guy right there. So there is a Duragar dwarf.
That's who I'm going to.
Which is
Right.
a black-skinned dwarf with this flaming red hair and beard, and he seems to be working on something as well.
All right, so I walk over.
Gonna walk over to him.
Yep. And I'll say, "Excuse me, Gingerbeard. Is that you, my friend?"
Ginger beer. I don't have any ginger beer. What do you want? I'm a blacksmith.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for maybe someone I knew. I'm sorry. But what do you have in your arsenal as far as combative tools for someone as myself?
You see right now he's got in his hand, he's got a sword in one hand that he's kind of working on a sword. My name is Galt Roan. I am currently crafting this sword, but normally I'm a maker I'm normally a metalsmith. I'm kind of delving into this weaponry at this point. And normally I make things like, mirrors and that sort of thing.
You wouldn't have by chance made the mirror that was just over here, would you?
I don't know. I make all sorts of mirrors. I don't know whether I can say the fact that one happened to be mine.
Hold that thought. And I go over to Luca. I said, and I'll just grab her and say, "Come here." And I'll pulling her with me all the way back to where I'm at currently.
Okay, so you grab Luca and bring her over with you. Okay, yeah.
So do you make do you have a signature or something you put on your work, sir, when you're done with it?
I have a maker's mark, as does everybody. Why?
Oh.
And then Luca now realizes that, that's why I'm here. Okay, yeah, do jam.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and pull out the piece of wood that had the maker's mark on it from the mirror.
Okay. And actually, you can give me a perception check, Luca, while you're doing that.
Do I perceive anything?
You don't. So
I don't.
not with that, you don't. Okay, so you pull out this maker's mark and you kind of show it to him, and he looks at it and he's like, yeah, that's my maker's mark. Did you smash my mirror? Why would you do that? That seems.
You made that demon mirror where all the creatures were coming out. That was you.
Look, I don't make demon mirrors. I make mirrors.
No, you make devil mirrors.
I make mirrors. What people do with them after I make them is their own thing to be done.
I go back to the pile of mirror stuff,
Yep.
and see if I can find the front piece that matched the handkerchief.
Sure. Okay.
Why is his mark on the handkerchief? Says Korbog.
No,
it's not a handkerchief.
His mark isn't on the handkerchief. All right, so I go back to him.
Okay.
I said, "So you?"
I thought we were talking about two symbols. Sorry.
No, there were two different symbols on the mirror. There was one on the front of it and one on the back of it. So I'm grabbing the one on the front, and I'm saying, and so I want to confront him and be like, "Hey, so you didn't put this on the mirror? Is this?"
I did put that arcane symbol on the mirror, but that's because whoever commissioned it from me, that was what they wanted on it.
Well, do you know what that arcane?
Sorry.
Say that again.
Oh no, I was asking the same thing.
Say it again, Ember.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what does this arcane symbol do?
I don't know.
Like a demon portal. I know that you were not just hammering away over here while kids are trying to scatter but failing, and we're up here fighting for our lives against invisible ghost demons and Cruella de Vil that came out of the mirror. So you're telling me that you didn't hear all that, and all of a sudden now you don't know anything? That is some bull, sir. And I know it comes out of my butt.
No, I wasn't I hid in the corner with the rest of the people. I'm not a warrior. I'm not going to fight monsters when they come out of mirrors. But that symbol, I don't know. When it was commissioned from me, I'm sure they just gave me the symbol and said, "Can you put this on the top of it?" So I did.
Do you keep a ledger of any kind of commissions that you take? Do you know who commissioned this from you?
I don't.
If it's a pretty specific.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. My actual residence is up in the Toil. I'd have to go home and get what I have. I don't know that I have that right now.
How long will that take you, brother?
It'll take me some time. You have to finish up here in the market.
I said, how long will it take you? That's not what I asked, sir.
I mean, I could probably meet up with you in the next day or so. I have to go home and I have to
So
find it. And
how long will it take you time-wise? You are not giving me the answer. You're saying, "Oh, well, I got to do that." No, I'm saying if you left right now and went home, how long would it take you?
well, I'm not leaving right now, but were I to leave
That
right
is
now,
not the question I asked, sir.
it would be. I mean, it would take me a few hours, I suppose.
Cool. So this is what I want to do. I want to turn to Luca. I said, "Pay the man to leave and go get this now, so he can stop wasting my time."
Am I the only one with money in this group?
You are probably the only one with money, Luca. But I'm
you're
not
not the only
leaving
one
right
with
this
money.
minute.
No.
I don't think so.
I just depend on everyone else to pay for stuff for me because I have no clue how much money we actually have as a group. So I'm sorry.
I'm not actually leaving right now, though. I have business to take care of. I mean, if you would like to maybe meet me in the toil at a later date, we could discuss this. But as of right now, I'm busy.
What? No.
In the toil, how early? Can we meet you there this evening or tomorrow?
Or now.
We could possibly arrange something tomorrow, sure.
What is this possibly? Does he not realize we just saved his ass and he's over here BS in the situation? Am I just a crazy bull in a man's world? Is this what this is? Like, because last I checked, this ginger bearded short POS here is not answering our questions. Oh, so y'all just gonna laugh? Oh, okay. That's fine. No, that's fine. I'm just trying to help the situation. No, screw the bull. Screw the bull and her horns, right? Screw all of you. I do nothing but try to help Corvog. We're still best friends. But all the rest of you, I'm just trying to help the situation and protect the queen and get answers. We get jumped. We kill a medusa. We go through caves. I carry back chests. And the only thing I want to do is get a damn ledger. And this asshole right here is
Unnominated.
flying.
Unnominated.
What?
Tone it down a little bit, please.
I'm gonna go yell at some kids and I storm off. I want to storm off down this world. Like just. I'm gonna talk to the old lady right here and be like, "Hey."
Talk to the little old lady over there.
Yeah. All right. You guys.
So that old lady is standing there. She's at like a taxidermist. She has like this sickly looking little dead cat in her hand, and she's like talking to the taxidermist behind the thing about can you stuff my little kitten Fluffy and bring her back to me? And so they're having a discussion about the price for him to stuff the cat.
Is the cat dead?
The cat's dead, yes.
Okay, cool. All right. I thought you said sickly looking, and
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
There's a lot of things that were about to happen as a cat owner that I felt like I needed to defend a second ago. All right, cool. If you guys want to finish up over there, I'm just role playing now.
Okay, understood. I'll continue talking with the dwarf.
My name is Galtrone.
Galtrone, I'm Luca.
Hello, Luca.
Hi. So if it's not too much trouble for you, I would really appreciate being able to see who purchased that mirror. It just causes quite a headache.
Where are you staying?
We are staying at the I apologize, DM, I did forget the name.
Crossed Blades.
The Crossed Blades.
Okay, I'll see what I can do and see if I can send something to you to help you with your problem.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that.
No problem. But I'm very, very busy now, so I must get back to work.
Of course you are.
I'll just start walking backwards, awkwardly be like, I'm gonna get out of here now.
Okay.
And just kind of move out.
Okay, to fast forward for expedience of time, what else did you wanted to buy some things? Thad was looking for potions.
Yep. So I do have all of our gold that we've collected so far. So we'll go ahead and buy all the potions with the group gold, I guess.
Okay, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
So how many do we want, guys?
How much gold do we have?
We have.
Hold on. don't say it out loud to the DM yet. Let's get a price first, and then we'll discuss how many we're gonna buy. It's called bargaining. I know how this works. All right. He's only gonna give us a certain amount, so we can't show our hand just yet.
He's the one that gave it to us.
And can
like
see
another-
all of our info.
Yeah, I know. D&D Beyond, there's no hiding.
That's right. D&D Beyond, there is no hiding. I can look up
No, we love
anything
you,
at any
D&D Beyond.
time.
So we have 200. Well, I don't know. I didn't differentiate mine from the groups, but we have 229 gold and 2,000 silver. So we have plenty.
Oh yeah, that's another 200 gold.
Just trying to look up how
So
much the
DM,
golden
how
potions
much are you gonna
cost.
charge us for these potions?
50 for a
400.
minor.
I'm trying to find them, yeah. Trying to find out how much they cost. Give me 1 second here. Give me a second to find it. Well, here, let's do this. Luca, roll me a die 4. Korbog, roll me a die 4.
A die 4.
Okay, so they have a total of 3 potions of healing.
Of course,
I
you
already
had
rolled
me
one.
roll.
All right, so we'll clean them
They have
out,
a
right?
total of 3, and they cost 50 gold pieces apiece.
Ooh.
Bounce up. 150 gold. We
Yeah.
want to do that group?
Can I try to bargain?
Sure, you can try and bargain. Give me a persuasion check.
See, I'll roll this on here. I'll roll this. I'll be nice. You know what? I don't trust this. All right, I gotta trust my own dice. All right, I don't trust it. Oh, I rolled a 19 persuasion plus 4, 23.
Sure. So they will give it to you for 140 gold pieces.
What?
Can't go any lower than that though.
Naman, why aren't we just paying this
how about
person? I don't
130?
understand.
I'm sorry, I cannot do 130. I would be taking a loss at that point.
All right, fine. Pay the man.
Woman,
100
Ashley. Woman. I'm a woman. You didn't even ask.
Finger guns.
So we're paying her 140 gold. Why aren't we paying her the 150? I don't understand.
No, I bargained. All right. You have to like bring things down.
Bryn, how much do you give her?
I'll give her 150.
Okay.
No. No. No.
And Naman
Oh
rips
my
the other
gosh.
10 out of my hand.
Yes. That's exactly what can I like mule kick his hand like when I see him put the last 10 in, it just pops in the air, like maybe one of those terrible kids that fell down, get it, they run off. I'm like, no, give it back. No, I'm playing. Obviously, I will take that extra 10 though. No, you.
All right, so add 10 gold to your inventory, Ember.
She earned it.
What
Anything else you guys want to buy here in the market?
Are there any magical items? Or I know we did find a couple of magical items. Is there a person here that can identify those for us?
I think you
Didn't
actually
we-
have them identified now.
Do we?
Yeah, Bryn has them, right, Bryn?
I do.
And
Yep,
you have
so-
them identified.
During our last long rest, yes.
So what?
So
tell
in
them what they are.
our inventory, right now we have a black velvet mask worth 25 gold, a silk embroidered Logra handkerchief, which we know about. That's 25 gold as well.
No, there's only 2.
got-
Just I think she's referring to the silver statue and the pearl.
Okay, so we have a silver raven statue, and we do have a pearl on a string.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I didn't actually tell you what they were yet.
No, you did not.
That's
We
true.
should
I
have done
just-
that during the long rest.
That's okay. Yeah. So the silver raven statue is a figurine of wondrous power.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And what would those wondrous powers be?
Hang on, I'm looking it up right now. I'm typing on D&D Beyond as fast as I can. So the figurine of wondrous power. This one is the silver raven. So this statuette of a raven can become a raven for up to 12 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 2 days have passed. While in raven form, this figurine allows you to cast the animal messenger spell on it at will. So you get to cast animal messenger, and the raven flies off and delivers the message and comes back.
That might
That's
be
cool.
cool for Sharp. I feel like that might be really beneficial for him for some reason.
As long as he doesn't forget it.
And
Well,
it does
try
it.
not to
Yeah, and it
give
does it as
away.
best as it does
as
it as
much
best
as
as it
I
can in your
want it,
voice.
As much as I want it, I think it would be really cool for Sharp to have.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You can give it a 25 word message and tell it who you want to send it to, and it will go fly and find them and deliver the message.
Oh my
Flying
god, what if
message
it's
stone.
just Sharp giving it to his other persona back and forth? He's just messaging himself. Okay, sorry. All jokes aside.
And then the other thing,
Yeah.
so if someone wants to put that down, figurine of wondrous power,
Got it.
and then you have a pearl of power. So the pearl of power, and I believe there's only one person in your group that can use it.
Yep.
When this pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain one expended spell slot. If the expended spell slot was 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. Once you use the pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
So this is useless for me. Who would like it?
Same.
I can't use it as.
Hey, Korbog.
I can actually use that to smite 1 extra time per day.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. Paladin. There you go.
So Chris,
There
you
you go,
can
Korbog.
you can put on your sheet a pearl of power.
Does it go with my armor? Never mind.
It's on a string. It's a necklace. Would anyone like the Raven statue for now, or should we hold on to it for Sharp?
I say we hold on to it for Sharp because I think you have to be attuned to that as well, correct?
Did it need attunement? It might have.
Probably.
So Chris, the pearl of power needs attunement.
It does. All right.
You'll see that on your character sheet anyway. It tells you. Figuring of wondrous power does not need attunement.
Ooh. That's nice.
So
I mean,
Alright.
I'll use it for right now. You guys know how chaotic I like to be, but I really think we just save it for Sharp. That'll be cool for him.
sure.
Appreciate it.
I will in fact put it on his character sheet because I can do that.
All right,
cool.
perfect. And I'll hand. Who wants potions? Should we keep?
I
give
would-
one to Luca, right? So she can run
Yes,
around and give it to
please.
somebody.
Yeah.
I'm
I
pretty
would
fast.
like
I can do
one.
that.
All right. So
Cool.
I guess one to Luca, and should we keep them for the other 2 ranged people, or do the big heavy hitters up front want them?
I would actually like one because I get so low so quickly, and I'm always away from everyone if possible. It's mostly because I'm hiding in things than like trying to sneak attack every round. So I personally would like one if possible.
Okay. Korbog, would you like to hold on to the 3rd?
I have a lot of self-healing.
Okay.
But I will if I should.
Well, I'd rather have you whacking people with your hammer rather than running around healing people. So
Okay.
I'm happy to do
Heal.
that. All right, so I'll hold on to the 3rd.
Okay. Okay, so you guys managed to wrap up your day of shopping. Are you headed back to the Crossed Blades, or?
I didn't have anywhere else I wanted to go personally, so I'm good with that.
Okay. So let's bring you guys back over to the Crossed Blades. And as you guys arrive at the Crossed Blades,
More ghosts.
no more ghosts.
Roll
No more.
initiative.
Okay, you guys arrive at the Crossblades. You walk in the door, and you notice that there is an event going on at the Crossblades. It's just getting ready to get started. And as you guys go in, the proprietor, Katie O'Halloran, she is explaining what is going on. They are having a performance, a competition performance, in which those who wish to contribute will tell stories of some monster that they have slain and some great adventure that they have had. And the winner of the performance tonight gets a gift certificate to go to the local magic shop and pick themselves out a magic item.
Oh, I'm totally telling a story.
And so they're right when you kind of walk in, so she's right there, so she kind of starts to explain to you, and actually Bryn, give me a perception check. We can put Katie over with them too from behind the bar.
Come on. Yay! 8 perception. 9 total.
Okay. So you don't happen to notice. So Katie's talking to the group, and she's just explaining that's what's happening. And while she's doing that, there is the wizard gentleman is up on the stage, and he's starting to tell this story. And he's like, yeah, there was this monster, and I cast a spell, and it died.
Woo.
He's obviously drunk.
He obviously rolled a 5 on his performance check. So he didn't do very well. And so Katie's like, oh, good story. Bravo. Very good. Who's next?
Anamid, you should go.
The Minotaur. Oh, a Minotaur. Wow, a mighty Minotaur must have many good stories. Please, Minotaur.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Perfect timing.
Oh.
With disadvantage.
This is
I have
great.
no water near me.
Drunk.
Ugh. Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
You're gonna try and tell your story while you have the hiccups. This is gonna be great.
Somebody get ready to clip this.
All right. Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, underground in a maze, that type of far away, not like far over the ocean, far in the Underdark, the nether regions, there was a labyrinth. And I want to like pull people in for this too. Like, so I'm just trying to be as charismatic as possible, which I'm very certain is terrible.
Okay, so give me a performance check, and we'll see based on your performance check just how good your story is. Did you crit?
That was a 19.
Okay, close.
Plus 4, 23.
Okay.
I almost crit, but I got really excited. And then I think I was there. Well, I know I was there because I remember it. It's my story, you see. So, when I was in this labyrinth, there was this deep, dark creature. A woman or snake that turned everyone to stone. She had her jealousy and her rage, and she wanted to be with me. I know what you're thinking. Is it possible? Of course it's possible. I'm a Minotaur, and I am beautiful the way I am. So, there we are, locked in battle, and I hear the slithering of the snakes.
Pause there for a second. While you're saying that, Luca, give me a perception check.
Yeah, DM screwy going on here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, terrible. Bryn, you can give me a perception check as well.
Come on. What?
Are you kidding me? Double
What?
ones. You people are terrible.
What?
Okay, go ahead. Go on with your story.
Ugh. I feel like I see Bryn and Luca like just find each other, and they're like, Oh, there you are. I see. Like that's what happens.
They
if
are
I'm doing this.
enthralled with your story. They are locked right on you. They see nothing else in the world except you.
This
So I heard the snake slithering. And this is my domain. I've killed many a warrior, but this was my final test. You know what happened? She struck! And I knew that I was a goner. I fell down. And as she tried to lift my head, I pulled my shovel
Pause.
out.
Korbog, give me a perception check.
Oops.
Okay.
9.
Keep on going.
I'm gonna get so
Yeah,
dead.
how long can you carry
I'm
this?
I don't know.
Ah.
You pull out your shovel. Go ahead.
I pull out my shovel and I see her trying to turn my face toward her eyes. And you know what I did? I jammed the shovel in her neck. And she screamed in torment and pain as one of the snakes latched onto my skin. And like I pull, like I try to part the fur a little bit
Mm-hmm.
so people can see something that's not really there. You know, like I'm showing. Ooh,
Pause. As you're doing that and you're looking around the room, give me a perception check.
look, man, this is it. 13. Oh, I have advantage. Well, we'll take that 13 because I rolled a 2 the second time. 13 plus 5, 18.
Okay, so as you're telling this story and you're parting the like hair on your arm and you're looking back up at the crowd, you notice this guy standing next to Korbog, this ninja-looking figure. Not actually, doesn't actually look like a ninja, but he's wearing like black studded leather armor. He starts moving away towards maybe he's headed over towards the bar area somewhere.
Mhm.
But as he walks away, you happen to see like a on his belt, he has like a piece of cloth like looped through his belt, and you notice that very same symbol from the mirror on the loop on that cloth on his belt.
Cool. So I see him visibly turn to walk away.
Yep.
So I'll be like, "But wait, sir!" And I'll draw attention to him leaving.
Okay.
But wait, sir, you haven't heard the best part. Because I have proof of what happened that day. And so I reach and I start undoing my belt clip, and I hope I've gotten his attention now.
He stopped for a second and looked at you.
This.
Does the room look at him?
Because obviously he's going to recognize that my story's bullshit because of the Medusa head. And this is what I killed. I'll make sure the eyes are covered.
And everybody focused on you now, like, ooh, Medusa, and he just walks away.
And so can I give like the most like signal?
Did we look at him when he was walking away?
The three of you can give me an insight check.
Oh my god, you're killing me. All right.
Come on.
I can't even see that.
It was
you got
it was
two,
a
Chris.
12.
All right, so
there it is.
insight -1.
Okay,
11.
So Bryn, you've kind of caught on maybe a little bit, like, why is she all of a sudden being like everybody's enthralled on you, Ember. They're all looking at your character. You're telling the story now. The Medusa head is out. Everybody's looking. Katie's looking. Everybody's looking. And as that's happening, you see that guy. He walks over to that door over there, and he walks through the doorway into a different room. Chris, you can if you wanted to kind of look around, you could turn and you could see that he walked in that room.
So
You're not sure why. You're not sure why Ember is pointing him out specifically, because your insight check was really bad. But you, but you do notice that she was talking to somebody who walked past you and walked in that room.
There are people, so I'm gonna start. Oh crap! Sharp's not here. She's the only one that speaks thief.
I will tap Korbog on the shoulder and give him a head nod and walk toward that door.
Some of us wear handkerchiefs on our armor, but I choose to wear this as a token of my battle.
Okay, so Luke and Korbog, you can make another insight check
Yay.
when she mentions
Yeah,
handkerchief.
nat 20.
Brr, 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 brr.
Woo. Finally.
That's good enough. Yeah, so now you guys have gotten the clue. She threw the word handkerchief
Yeah.
out there. You've gotten the
Oh.
clue that something's going on. Everybody else starts clapping like, "Oh, bravo! Excellent story! Woo!" They're all
And I tie
cheering.
the Medusa head back in and like, thank you. Thank you. And then I walked to the lady. I was like, let me know where to pick up my magical item, madame.
And Katie looks at you and says, "Well, if by far, if you are the best story of the night, come down in the morning. I will have a certificate waiting for you to take to the magic shop."
Thank you. And thank you, great friends and family. Thank you. Maybe once again we can all live in the labyrinth of liking everyone again. Thank you. And I take a deep bow, but it's super clumsy because I'm not used to performing like at all. It's just like, and thank you. And like I'm knocking over tables and stuff. Just I'm trying to just be as flamboyant as possible as they're going to the group there
Okay.
through the door.
All right, is going over and going through the door.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll put you over there by the doorway.
We're gonna follow another assassin into another room.
I wanted to tell a story. Oh.
Aw.
You could go back and tell a story if you want, Korbog.
So can I just slowly creep this door open before we just barge right in
Sure,
and do a quick peek?
sure. You kind of creep the door open. Give me a stealth check.
That should work. Rolling that one.
Close.
6. 13.
Okay, so yeah, so you manage to you do it pretty stealthily. It doesn't make a lot of squeaking noise as you kind of slowly open it. And as you look in, you can see that this is a storeroom. You see no people in the room.
We need sharp to check for traps.
You can check for traps.
Yeah, can't you?
I can check
Alright,
for traps.
I'll check for traps.
I can
I'll
do this. Maybe
You-
this isn't suitable for your class, kind sir.
You can both do it. Why don't you both give me an investigate roll? Who has the better investigate check?
Plus
Oh,
4.
probably him.
Okay,
Plus
so
one.
both of you roll and add 4.
12.
5.
Okay, so you take a quick look around the doorway and stuff, Bryn, and you see no sort of trap.
Alright. I'll nudge back to the group and say there's not a whole lot in here, guys, but I still think we ought to check it out. There's no one in there.
What is around
Okay.
this like? Oh, so this is the only room right here.
Yep.
This is the door I saw him walk through.
Yep.
Cool. Can we all go in this room?
Sure. You could all go in there.
I'm gonna walk up to the trap door and I'm gonna examine it.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Yeah, that's good.
It's 17.
It is in fact a trapped trap door. Not trapped.
It is trapped.
No, not trapped. A trap door, but not a trapped trap door.
He's trying to pull a mind trick on us.
Yeah.
I open it.
Okay, you can grab a hold of it. And you can flip this trap door open, and there is a hole, and there is a ladder going down into what you think is the basement, or sorry, stairs. Stairs going down to what is a basement.
Why
How's
are
the
we
light?
doing this?
Shut the door.
Anamid, did
Oh.
you see something with this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Anam is closing the door. You're good there.
Look.
Go ahead.
Hold on
That
one
guy.
second.
Ooh.
Thad's dog is barking and
You
interrupting.
baby. Little babies. He just eats some lovin's. That's it. Just little lovin's, little jelly
So
guy.
we should go down here?
Yep. So, I'm gonna get me my cake back that they took away from me, and that guy has one. Alright? So he came
I
through.
didn't see anyone wearing a cape.
But he had the handkerchief with the same sign as the one as Lucas. All right. So whatever is going on down here, these demon, devil, undead worshippers are creating these mirror portals to kill everyone. That's the conclusion I
She
came
is
to.
good at storytelling.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
I go down.
So,
Okay, so you can go down, and we'll bring you over to the basement.
Oh, the 5th terrain build of the day.
amazing.
Is it the 5th? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's only the 4th. It's only the 4th. Don't exaggerate.
Not yet, anyway. Jeez.
So as Korbog's walking down, I ask him, hey, Korbog, would you like a little bit of light, or are you good, bud?
I'm good.
Okay.
Some of us might need light. I don't know.
Does everybody
I'm
need? Does everybody have dark vision?
I hope so.
I do.
I do.
He has the best dark vision.
Where would that be on my character sheet?
It's under senses. It's under features and traits, I think. I'm gonna look at your character. I'm trying to remember where it is.
Yeah, I'm in it now, but I'm only getting racial traits.
Yep, racial traits. That's where it is.
It
Yep.
should be in racial traits if you have
Features
it.
and traits. Racial.
Oh, you're trying to do it off the phone. Yeah, that's tough.
You do not. You do not have
I do not.
dark vision.
Ooh.
That's crazy considering I'm a Minotaur.
Seems
and
kind of
like a
odd
labyrinth.
being a Minotaur, but yeah, no, you do not have one. So you need some sort of light source.
Boop, boop, boop. Little cantrick, dancing lights.
Oh, okay. So Bryn casts dancing lights.
And I'll spread all three out around the room so we
Okay.
kind of have a view of what's going on down here.
Okay, so you can see down here, there is in fact this basement. There is all sorts of manner of crates and barrels and tables and such down here, all around the basement.
Well, can I hide in shadows and kind of investigate?
Sure, you can hide in shadows if you want to. Give me a hide check.
Oh, I took my 20s out. 17.
Okay, where do you want to be looking, Ember?
I kind of want to go to the far side of the room, like kind of creep along this way and end up like by this bookshelf over here.
Okay, so you want to creep along the edge and end up over here by the bookshelf?
Yeah, just investigating as I go. So I'll use my bonus action to hide, I guess.
Okay, and Luca, what are you doing?
I was wanting to go like around the edges of the room to see if there's any like layers of dust on anything that might have been disturbed recently.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay. I've been really great at those. Oh, okay, 10. I think I have a +4. Let me double check. I have a +5, so 15.
So when you get about to where those boxes are on the right-hand side there,
Mhm.
yeah, those boxes right there,
Yes.
your bracelet starts to again vibrate and get warm.
Okay. I was kind of like instinctually like pull my arm back, and is anyone else getting weird vibes right now?
Look, I know my story was really good, but like it was all like just entertainment. It wasn't real. Like I don't swing that way. I just want you to know that, Luca.
Okay.
I do enjoy your company, but I just that's not for me. All right.
No, I
appreciate.
What is she talking about now?
That's not what I meant. I'm sorry, Unamid.
That is not my name. I don't know my name.
Luca is a seductress. She's trying to get Bryn into a bed. She's trying to get with the Minotaur. What's happening here?
It's be like,
I say
Like,
I didn't have a strange vibe until now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like I point at those crates and be like, I don't know why, but my bracelet during the fight earlier with those monsters in the mirror, it was like vibrating on my arm, and now it's doing the same thing when I'm close to these.
Close to what?
And the crates right here.
Can we tell that her bracelet is vibrating?
Well, are you gonna walk over there?
Sure.
Okay, so Korbog moves over. Yeah, I mean, if you like grab a hold of her arm and you look and you touch it, you can feel a little bit of a vibration from her bracelet.
Question.
So I'm not going to grab her arm, but
Question, Luca. Oh, I'm sorry.
so I can't tell just looking at it.
No, not to. Well, I mean, if you look really, really close, you can tell. Yes. So if she puts it up and you look at it, you can see a little bit of movement in that bracelet.
I start moving the crates.
Okay. So you start moving the crates.
I'm gonna pull my bow out, ready in action.
Yeah. I would like to hide. Like, I know I'm hiding already, but I want to just prepare myself for a gore attack. Question, Luca. Does it get stronger when you get towards certain things, or like how does that work?
It just seems like
Just flip it.
or when I've gotten like closer to the crates, does it get stronger as I get closer to it, or does it just start?
It gets
Just kind of
stronger as you get
generally.
closer to it.
Okay, yeah, it's getting stronger as I get closer to it.
And as you move the crates, you see
Uh-huh.
that there is a hole in the wall. We
Ah,
can make this a little bit further. There we go, like that.
Look, guys, we have to admire this guy's crafty work for a second. Just realize that we were right behind him, and he took down and built all these boxes very quickly.
Probably moved one.
That is an admirable trait.
And actually, Korbog and Lucas, and as you guys are near the hole, give me perception checks.
Okay, well,
Yeah. 20 something.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. So you both notice there's a bit of a smell coming from out in the hole.
Type of smell.
It's a little stinky. It smells like
Minotaur
garbage.
stinky or some other kind of stinky.
Minotaur stinky?
no, hey, I think sense to that. A question, Art. So I forgot my archetype is I am one of the fallen.
Yep.
So would I know the smell of death?
Sure, we'll say that you could know the smell of death, and it does not smell like that. It smells like garbage, waste.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Is there
I'll
anything
start
else
going
in this
in
room
there.
before we take off?
Let me stealthily go down. Can I go try to like recon the area like a little bit without
Sure.
being caught?
Well, so you go in through that hole, and it's only just a small little room, and there is another ladder going straight down.
Okay, I come back to the group. It's just a ladder. Cool. Good talk, everyone.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
I go back and I climb down the ladder, I guess.
I'll follow her.
Okay, you guys go in and start heading down the ladder, and you quickly realize you are headed down into the sewers.
Why are we doing this?
Why not? Come on, bestie. Let's go.
It's a sewer, that's why.
We have our nice Dwarven Forge sewers here set up.
That's awesome.
That one's number 5.
That's number 5. Yes, that's number 5.
I'll go ahead and move the lights out ahead again.
Okay, so the lights are moving
Just
down.
a little bit, though, like 10 or 20 feet ahead of the Minotaur, so she has some sight line.
Cool. I will hide in shadows.
Okay, go ahead and give me a hide check.
Uh, 24.
24. Okay. You are successfully hidden. Give me 1 second. I am looking for my spell effects. I have. Here it is. My dancing lights spell effect from WizKids. Get that? We'll put it right down. There you go. So there's your little dancing lights spell effect.
Cool. So
Where would you
I
like
can
to
see
Where would you
pretty
like to move it?
well. For right now, let's just keep it here.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, my mouse is. Let's just keep it out a little bit ahead.
Okay, so put it like in the yeah, like right there.
Yep.
Out. You want to put it out over the sewer though, right? Like in the intersection.
Yes, please.
Yeah, right in the intersection. So there you go. So there's
Perfect.
your little dancing lights. So so that now lights up this whole area. So this whole area is lit up. You can see there's a large pile of skulls down there. They are not humanoid or human-sized skulls. They look like they're probably the skulls of maybe some sort of giant. As the skulls are quite large, and you can see how the sewers kind of wrap around here, and then they continue down a hallway that way.
Okay.
Can I see anything
Well-
past the shadows?
You can give me a perception check.
Nice.
You do not see anything moving at this time. Just what you see. However, Luca,
Yes.
your bracelet's vibrating a little bit stronger now.
Okay.
So-
If I start walking into that
Tell me
location, like
where do you
further
wanna move?
in,
Where do you want to move?
like, oh,
Down to the corner?
Just coming up, maybe, the corner about 15
Okay, so
feet
down to
in.
that corner right
Mhm.
down there. So as you get down there, kind of as you get past that wall that's on your left-hand side,
Uh-huh.
things in this room as you step in here get very gloomy looking. They don't look the same as they were just about 10 feet ago, and you get a sharp pain as that bracelet like really like vibrates fast and like almost I kind of think of like maybe a shot collar on your arm almost, and it like zaps you a little bit, and you're like, what the heck was that?
Okay.
And then
Ow.
and then here, out here where the dancing light stuff are, you even notice now that the dancing lights are not as bright as they used to be. Like they seem dimmed in this area.
Okay. Kind of glancing over my shoulder to the group. Kind of painful. Does it look different to you guys right now?
So now remember now when you look back at them,
Mhm.
they even look duller and not as bright as they looked just about 10 feet ago.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna
To
try to
you
walk back
guys,
towards.
she looks exactly the same.
Okay. I want to walk back towards them.
Okay, you're gonna walk back towards them.
Yeah.
And similar
Just to see if
thing
there's any change.
as you cross that area, there's that zap again. And now on this side, things seem to look normal again.
Okay. Um. When I went in there, the bracelet started almost like it's like zapping me, and everything looks dark and distorted and like gray in there.
Okay.
I would like to use divine sense.
Okay. And what is that sense again?
You can detect good and evil. You can sense anything that is being affected by a hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay.
Yes.
But as I do it, I move up to here.
Okay, so you're going to come up to the
where
to
Luca,
the corner.
Luca is.
So
Yeah.
past Luca, you mean like in front of Luca?
Yeah, in front of Luca.
Okay, so you get in front of Luca and you get that. So now you get that same thing. Everything in here is a little more dim and more dull. As you do your sense evil, you are definitely sensing evil in this room, and that pile of skulls is radiating a lot for you.
This place is corrupted, I say.
Well, not surprising. I'll start walking up next to him again, back into that area. And
Okay.
can I start kind of meandering around this direction?
Sure, back over.
I'm gonna
into the
walk
corner
right
over there.
across the. I'm gonna walk right across the sewer over to this pile of skulls.
Okay. So you walk over towards the pile of skulls.
I'll move up here, Art.
Guess I'll need new boots.
So
I say.
Bryn's going to go over across on the other side. Yep, and up to the corner. Okay.
Is there a possible way I can sneak around all of this and get up here?
I get over to, so that column goes all the way to the ceiling, Ember.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But you can sneak up to the corner. So
I want to go back here then.
okay, he's
I'm
going to
just
go back over in that corner.
backside
Okay.
sneak.
So
kind of
as you're headed that away, Luca out of the corner by you, and Bryn from next to you. Yeah, right there. The two of you are attacked.
Okay.
These creatures seem to come right out of the shadows. Luca, does a 15 hit?
Just hits.
Okay, so this little guy in the corner, you see this little, it's kind of a thin, spindly looking creature. It's got hair, like lots of hair on like its head. It's kind of furry in general anyway, and it's got a garrote. And it kind of, from behind you, like wraps this garrote around your neck, and it does
Ooh.
6 points of damage,
Okay.
and you are grappled.
Got it.
And you and the creature teleport, and it teleports you over here. And then
Okay.
Bryn, you are also attacked. I assume a 20 hits, correct?
Yes, that's funny.
So similar thing, it wraps it around you. You take 6 points of damage. You are grappled, and you get teleported over behind the pile of skulls. And we'll put grappled conditions on each of you from our chest and trove markers as we throw them on you. And now we'll roll initiative.
14.
Boo.
And if
Totally
you all die
surprised.
here, you can blame it on Dan
Dang it,
because he
Dan.
didn't show up. Bryn, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
8. Ember.
14.
Luca.
16.
Korbog.
7.
Okay. So 16. So Luca. So you have this little creature. Well, not little. It's a medium-sized creature, but this spindly-looking creature. It's wrapped this garrote around your neck. It's strangling you with it. It's teleported you across the room, and now it's your turn.
Awesome. Can I attempt to break the grapple?
You can attempt to break the grapple. Let me
Okay,
see.
perfect.
Let's see. You have to attempt the escape with disadvantage.
Okay. So
Oh, of course, if you roll two
Nice.
18s, disadvantage really doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
So yes,
finally.
you were grappled for a hot second. It teleported you away. You managed to spin your way out of the garrote. What would you like to do besides that?
Awesome. And I assume that would have been my action to break
That's
the
your
grapple.
action, correct?
Okay. In which case I am going to. Oh goodness, can I do that? Yeah, I'll spend a key point, and
Okay.
I am going to. I'm just gonna use patient defense to take the dodge action
Okay,
as my bonus action.
gotcha. I had a feeling you might do that. Ember.
What's up?
Unnomid the Minotaur. What do you want to do?
How? So this is my idea, guys, and hear me out here. So I messed up. I went on the wrong side of the room. So I want to use my dash and movement to kind of get the gore attack through the skulls to kind of get in this area. Can I do that?
You want to crash into the skulls?
Yeah,
Or
I want
you
to
wanna
murder
the skulls.
the skulls. This
Okay.
evil mess fix in this room.
So let's see, what is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you'd have to use your dash action to get there.
That's fine.
So you can dash, you can move, and you can get over to the skulls. So right next to Korbog. And sure, give me an attack roll.
For the skulls?
Sure.
19 plus. How did I get on this one? Action. Sorry, my tablet's funky. Plus 6. 25.
Okay. Roll me some damage.
Can this count as sneak attack? Because I have a friend over there.
Sure.
Yeah. 20 points of damage.
Okay. So yeah, so you
Uh,
crash into the skulls.
Do they scatter? Can I get a DC 14 save for that plow through?
The skulls actually will move backwards. Actually, let's see, move them. Yeah, we'll slide. So they're gonna slide into that other guy, that guy that was strangling Bryn. And instead of damage, actually, I will give Bryn. Give me an escape check without disadvantage. A straight escape check roll.
Oh!
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So those skulls.
Can
those
I use
skulls.
mind inspiration for him?
Those skulls get hit by the Minotaur. They slide into the creature, and the creature's got you around the neck with this like garrote, and it almost got shook off of you, but it's still managing to hang on, even though it just got hammered into by those skulls.
I tried. I'm sorry.
At
man.
that time,
Thanks for the attempt. That was beautiful.
at that time, funny you happen to hit those skulls, because those skulls start to turn into something else.
Of course I do.
Good hit.
Of
What?
course.
What is that?
As they start to
That
form
looks
this
like-
creature.
What in the?
Spin that thing around so we can look
Spin
at
it
it.
around so you can see it.
Turn
I wanna
around.
see it.
What is
What
this?
is this thing?
I'm
Ew.
taking one of those skulls, guys. I need to even out my heads right now.
And actually, it's going to turn around and it's going to attack Bryn.
What are you doing?
Doesn't like the light.
And actually, it gets 2 attacks. So it's going to attack Bryn, and it will attack on the Namid as well. So Bryn, a 13 does not hit you.
Nope.
On Namid, a 25 does hit you, so you can take 13 points of damage. So it kind of flails its arms around, swings one at Bryn. The second one it swings over at Namid, and it does actually manage to make connection with her. And it is the little guy's turn. So the little guys who've got their grapple on, which is just the one guy. So Bryn, it continues to try and choke you. You take 10 more points of damage.
Ouch.
And the other one is going to attempt to get Luca again. And it misses. Because I got a 7. 7 does not hit. So it again tries to like wrap that garrote around your neck, and it fails. So now it is Bryn.
So I need to break that grapple.
Bryn's kind of getting his butt handed to him
Yep.
this second. So if you're going to attempt to break the grapple, you need to roll with disadvantage, and it is an athletics check, or an acrobatics, whichever's better for you. But you rolled a 2, so probably not going to be good either way.
7.
Yeah, no. So you're trying to get out of this garrote, and it's not helping. And you want to do with a bonus action or a move action? Well, you can't really move, but you want
Can't
to do
move
it with
and
a
I
bonus
can't
action?
disengage, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Let's go to Korbog. So this big creature now, the skulls kind of stand up. You can see there's bits of meaty flesh in there that seem to have been hidden by the skulls as it kind of was in a pile. It made itself look like a pile of bones, pile of skulls, and it's standing up there, this big monster.
Say, abomination, you will fall. I make a vow of enmity.
Okay, you put your special symbol on him.
Yes, please put my special symbol on him.
There's a little bone hanging on top that you might be able to.
Boom! There we go. And you can even read it. It's great.
You want to what the bone?
Then I hit it with my Big hammer.
Okay, roll for the big hammer.
Oh, nice.
Double 16s.
That's pretty
Yes.
good.
So I got a 21 total, I think.
Okay, that's a nice solid hit.
I smite.
Okay. So make sure you number one, it is an undead creature, so do the extra damage for your smite, and
Yep.
keep the smite damage and the weapon damage separate.
Okay, well, the weapon damage is 11.
Okay. So it takes half of that because it's a thing, and you get to roll the full damage on the rest of it though.
Ooh. And it takes 20 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Not a big fan of that. It's not. Okay. So that's a big oh. Okay. So when you hit it with that, there's a big flash of light, and the creature really does not seem to like that. Do we have a thing that says like disadvantage on it or something? I don't know if we have a chest and trove marker with that.
Then I do something very prudent. I allow my two-handed weapon. Never mind. I don't do that.
If we don't, let's just put a blinded on him for now. He's not actually blinded, but it'll just remind me. Disadvantage, yeah. Okay, so just give me one that says blinded for now. Then we'll put blinded on him so we know.
Handle divinity.
Trying to hang things off this creature. It's great. Okay. Is that it for you, Corbite?
Yes, that is it for me.
Luca, your
Raise my
turn.
hammer again.
Awesome. I am going to use my quarterstaff, take an attack at the little guy next to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
That's 3
Ooh,
16s
so-
in a row.
Yeah, that'll be a 20 to hit.
Okay, that's going to be a hit.
Perfect. So it'll be 6 points of damage to him.
Okay.
And then I am going to utilize another key point, use Flurry of Blows, take 2 more attacks on him.
Okay.
First one.
That's going to be a hit.
16, awesome. So it's going to be 5 points damage on that one.
Okay.
And then second one is going to be a 15.
Hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so it's going to be 8 points on that
Okay.
hit. And then with Flurry of Blows, because of Drunken Technique, I get the I get to be able to use Disengage
Okay.
at the same time from that.
Nice.
And I'm going to try to move myself. Is there any room for me to join them up here?
On the platform. I mean, on the other.
Yes.
Let's see. How far can you move? 5, 10. 15?
I
You want to go to the other
get
side of
a-
the creature,
yeah,
or
I'll have
behind it?
50 feet of movement to
Yeah, so
do
you can get
it,
over
if
there.
that's
You can get over to where
possible.
the.
Okay.
So just over to the other side of the creature over there.
Awesome. Okay, and so I want to make sure that he's within 5 feet of me, and I will be done.
Okay, you got it. It is Ember's turn.
So, can I take a movement kind of back in this area?
Yep. Are you gonna disengage first?
Sure.
So back right behind the dancing lights, standing in the
Yep.
over that side.
And then I'm going to do
Nope, down there.
bolts. So I'll do
Nope,
the
right
disengage.
there. Okay.
And then I'll use bolts from the grave.
Okay.
I gotta roll a hit for that.
On who? The big guy?
Big guy.
Okay.
Actually, can I go? So I get 2 of these. Can I go one on him and then one on the guy choking out Bren?
Sure. Are they 2 separate attacks?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. 15 for the first one.
15 for the first one. Hits.
That's 4 points of necrotic.
And that's to the big guy, right?
Yep.
So as that bolt hits him, Korbog, you notice that some of the wounds that were on the creature have now started to heal. You can make your second attack, Ember.
On the tiny guy choking Bryn.
Yep.
16.
16 hits.
Cool. 5 points damage.
Okay, got it. And the big monster's turn. So the big pile of bones.
Please don't hit it again with that.
Yes, it seemed to heal it actually, which was kind of nice. Thanks, Ember.
Damn it.
I like when you heal my creatures for me. He's going to attempt to hit Korbog and Bryn. I don't think that's going to happen. Korbog, 18.
Hits.
Okay, so you can take 13 points of damage.
Excellent. I choose not to.
Take it anyway. Bryn,
You said I can. I don't want to.
Bryn, you are missed. However, Korbog, you are grappled.
And
So put a
I would
grapple
like
on
to
him.
use my reaction
Okay. 2.
to use a sentinel attack against him.
Which does what? What's this now?
Anytime an enemy attacks one of my allies, if the enemy is within 5 feet of me, I get to use my reaction to take a melee attack against him.
Oh, go for it. Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, Chris, what he
Love that
actually
feat
does.
So much.
Oh,
dang it.
natural 1.
Okay, I miss.
So what he actually does, Chris, is he kind of grabs you and he pulls you into his body, and like his rib cage like wraps around you to like grapple you.
Ew.
Korbog lets out a sound that sounds like laughing.
What's it sound like, Chris?
Okay,
the worst. This is not the worst that's ever happened to me.
The little guy who's still got Bryn does another 10 points of damage as he's choking Bryn out.
Bryn's down.
Oh, Bryn goes down. Bryn's body goes limp. The other one is going to it appears behind Ember.
No, it doesn't.
It teleports away and appears behind Ember and attempts to choke her. A 20 hits, I assume, Ember.
Nah.
So it's 6 points of damage as it wraps the garrote around your neck and you are grappled. It teleports behind Ember. Sure, whatever, that's fine.
Sound effects or it didn't happen.
And grappled. What's that? Here. Another grappled here. I have more. Okay, so the dancing lights go away. Yes, that is true. So now that Bryn is down, the dancing lights are gone. So it's now dark in here. Unnominated, the Minotaur all of a sudden cannot see.
That's fine.
And Bryn, give me a death save.
Come on, Vorpal dice. Oops.
Nat 20.
Whichever one's the first one.
I don't know which one. The 5.
Oh.
The 5. Okay. So you have failed a death save.
Oh.
Korbog, it's your turn.
I smash this creature.
Okay, go for it.
I have advantage against it still, so.
Yep.
Wait.
That's going to hit.
Excellent. I smite again.
Oh, smiting again. Smiting is good.
Takes 13 damage from the hammer.
Okay.
And 22 radiant damage.
Oof.
35 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Another hit. So this thing again, it's like it's obviously reacting to this radiant damage specifically. So it's certainly taking damage from that. And we are back to the top of the order, which is Luca.
I shall
Okay.
die again.
I am going to take an attack against the big guy.
Okay, go ahead.
And what are you?
Yeah.
Oh, yay, 19.
That hits.
Perfect. Okay, so that'll be 7 points on the first one.
Okay.
And I am going to expend my last key point. Flurry of blows again. I'll take
Okay.
2 more attacks against him.
Okay.
First one, I doubt an 8'll hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Liar.
Second one. Oh. A 12?
Nope.
Dang it. Okay. I'm going to take advantage of the disengage function as well for flurry of blows.
Okay.
And I want to position myself over near Bryn for the
Okay,
time
so
being.
right over, no, near the Minotaur. You mean?
Where's Bryn? Where is
Bryn's
he?
over there.
Sorry.
Yep, over there. So.
Because he's the one that went down, right? Not.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, him. Sorry.
Okay, so go over by Bryn over here.
Yes.
You can kind of move around the outside because you're disengaged anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and end up over there. Sure.
Perfect.
Right there.
Thank you.
Okay. Ember.
So this is what I want to do. I want to grab this like choker that he has me on,
Yep.
and I basically want to swing him into the pillar that's right in
Okay.
front of me.
All right. So you can try it. So what we'll do is you would normally have disadvantage because it's dark, but he's right on you, so you can make an attack without disadvantage. So go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, thank goodness. 16 plus 6, 24.
Okay, that's going to be a hit.
And then what do I need to roll for damage?
Do your horn damage.
9 points damage.
Okay, so as you like swing this guy around and it hits that pillar next to you, you can hear a cracking noise and the creature goes limp.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Nice. That's really
Yeah.
good.
And then can
So you are no longer grappled.
Yeah. Do I know, is he down or is he like...
He is dead.
He's dead. Okay, cool. Thank you. I didn't know if I needed to hold on to that string, but like, I feel that he's dead because that's the only fighting tool I have.
Yeah, no, you broke his back.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Awesome. Can I drink this healing potion before I die?
You took your action, so you could pull out your healing potion and get ready to drink it next turn.
Cool. I'll do that.
Okay. Next up is the big guy's turn. So the big guy there, the big bone monster, because of the radiant damage, he's at disadvantage on his attacks. So he's going to swing at it looks like Korbog twice because Korbog's the only one next to him, and that's not going to be a hit. And that one might be anyway. Does a 21 hit? Yes.
Yes.
So take 13 points of damage from the second swipe as he's kind of almost blindly flailing. He's not actually blind, but it's close.
You'll have to do better, I say, from inside the ribcage.
And the little guy goes. So he's going to try and get Luca. He will attempt to get Luca. And no, not going to happen. Okay. Because that was a terrible roll. And Bryn, give me a death save.
Yeah.
Natural 20. You stand back up with 1 hit point.
There we go.
So you're not unconscious. You're not grappled anymore either. And you have 1 hit point. And you will get to do something next turn. Korbog, your turn.
We need the... I swing the hammer again. with advantage. So let's get a critical here.
That'd be good.
Oh.
Or
It's
even just
not.
anything in a double digit would be nice too.
It's 12.
12 is a miss.
Let's see. Do I want to do anything else? I don't think I can.
Is it only a 12, Chris?
I only have +5 to hit.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Top of the order, Luca.
Okay. Let's see here. Well, you're standing back up, so never mind. Let's see. 10. In order for me to get back up onto this ledge, I'd have to run around them again, wouldn't I?
Yep, if you want to, but you can get back over to the other side. You want to attack the creature with the string?
Oh, yeah, I could attack him. I will go ahead and, if that's
Okay.
possible,
Yep, you have
take an
50
attack from
feet of
against
movement.
him.
You can move around if you want to do your disengage
Correct.
thing.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Or, well, I don't have any key points left, so I'm not going to get that. But if I could come back to that location,
Oh, actually, you can anyway. As long
Um,
as you don't leave away from.
his, yeah,
Yeah, we'll
his
put it
area
like
of
that because Bryn was
combat.
down and he stepped on top of Bryn. So we'll just put it like that. So if you want to attack him, you can just stay right there.
Perfect. I would like to do that. Quarterstaff.
Come on, take him out.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh yay, 19.
9 teens a hit. Ooh, good one.
Ooh,
Max
awesome. So it'll be 10
damage.
points
And
damage.
that'll be enough. You will hit him in the head and he will go
Okay.
down.
Nice job.
Awesome. And can I move up into his space that he occupies
You can.
then?
You can
Was
move up in his
occupying,
space.
and then awesome. As a bonus action, I'm just gonna kick this guy.
Okay, good.
It's like
Kick him in the
spit him out.
bone.
Ooh, 16.
Hits.
Awesome. I don't do much with my kicks, but okay, so that'll be 4 points
Okay.
damage.
Oh.
Like spit him out. Put him
Uh-oh.
down.
And
I
then
got
Ember, your turn.
All right, hear me out here, guys. Because we know we gotta make it a little crazy. All right, so Korbog is about to be eaten by the chest cavity, gaping open situation right there, right? But Bryn just kicked old boy in his maybe like his skull situation. You guys get where I'm going with that. And maybe he yells out in pain. Oh no, which is giving me an indication of where I need to gore attack through the rib cage, save my best friend Korbog, and we take this home and call it a night.
Okay, you gonna move over and attack them?
Sure am.
Okay, go ahead.
Awesome. What do I need to roll for this?
You're gonna let's see. So, you're gonna give me an attack roll.
All right, guys, this is the day that a nat 20 would be the best thing that we could ever get. But I got rolled 16.
That's gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
So you run over and gore into this creature. You get your sneak attack damage.
Nice. 21 points of damage.
Ooh. So as you come running over and you gore into this creature and you hit right into its rib cage with your horns, its rib cage shatters into pieces and the entire monster falls into a pile.
Like I want to go through it where there's like a Minotaur.
Sure, you can, and you can keep moving right on past it as this creature falls. Yeah, you can see it lying there now. It's a pretty cool looking mini.
When I land on the ground, I say, "I am born again."
That's right, bestie.
I had fun painting that mini. That was a pretty good paint.
That is a
That's
cool
nasty.
mini, man.
That is
I'll
cool.
tell you
And
that.
you can't really tell, but I put really high gloss sealer on the fleshy part, so it really looks shiny and fleshy. It looks really gross.
Yeah, you can tell.
Anyway, we're at the end of our time, so we're going to end here. Great job today, guys, and we have our raffle to do. So we're going to tally up the raffle, and this is for the Elderwood Academy box and dice, which I have right here in my hands.
Norse
Like
Foundry
this.
dice.
Yeah, and the Norse Foundry dice, Elderwood Academy box and Norse Foundry dice, which we'll put on the board. There you go, those guys right there, which are pretty
so
badass.
pretty.
They're
That's
so
awesome.
nice. And we'll see who ends up with this raffle. Waiting for James to tell me. Gesundheit.
Oh,
I like it.
Gesundheit wins.
Nice.
Gesundheit.
you.
So Gesundheit's going to win the Elderwood Academy box and the Norse Foundry dice. Thanks to those guys for sending them to us to give away to our friends. And as always, guys, this is Riverbreak. We have our cool friends here that we're playing with. Minus one, one cool friend. Dan will be back again next session. We're back in 2 weeks, 1 o'clock
And Art
p.m.
didn't change
Eastern.
the difficulties of the encounters.
I did. I took a guy away, actually. There's supposed to be 3 of those little guys in this fight, and I took one away because Sharp wasn't here. So there. And we're going to be back in 2 weeks, and stay tuned for some more Riverbreak. Goodbye, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.